Alright, let's see. Happy Mother's Day to Sophia. What? Who's Sophia? What? What is Proctor talking about? What is Proctor talking about? I don't know what Proctor's talking about. Who's Sophia? Isn't she a mother? No? No? She's not? I'm sure there's a lot of guys that want to make her into a mother, but no, she's not a mother. No, she's not a mother. I'm not sure. You might be mixing her up with another character, but no, she's not. She is not a mother. She is very much so not. Schizoproctor moment. Yeah, Schizoproctor indeed. Right, so I forgot we're in the Sylvain Shrine. Well, actually, I guess we're not in the inside of it, but yeah, we just we beat Celica's route, so we got Alm promoted, and we're headed up to the better route of the game. The first female final character that came up in my head, and not one's actually a mother. Having children is uncertain. I don't think in any ending she's stated having children. I mean, that doesn't mean that she doesn't, it just means that it's not stated. So I guess we start this one out with a bang, fighting Berkut again. But Ostian Princess, yeah, exactly. That's... Sophia's not the Ostian Princess. Oh, that was the only FP6 character you cared about. Okay, are we ready? Are we ready for this map? I would say so. I mean, we have a pretty decent army. Certainly in better shape than Celica's, that's for sure. This is usually the map where I like to train up Delphia, but, well, I think you can see for obvious reasons why that's not going to happen. But, I mean, we got a pretty good squad, I'd say. I'd say we got a pretty good squad. It's about the best we can have right now. Who thinks of Sophia before Lena? Probably Proctor. Proctor would. Niime is a grandmother. Yes, but Niime isn't Sophia. In fact, they're not even related. They're just both dark magic users. That doesn't mean that they're related, though. Alright. Border invasion, or... We're gonna cross the border.
Alm, we're ready to march. According to our intelligence, Rigel's forces await in the forest ahead. General Berkut is commanding them personally.
Berkut? I guess they're serious about holding the border.
Indeed. Yet we've no choice but to cross it.
Right.
You kept me waiting, Ohm. I was starting to wonder if you'd actually come.
Berkut!
That's quite the little army you've assembled. I'm almost impressed. For a ragtag group of gathered scraps, the Deliverance actually looks the part. Still, it seems you've all let a few meager successes go to your heads. Who are you to dare threaten Rigel's borders? Low-born fool. Do you truly fancy yourself the next king of Zofia? You must learn your place!
You got it all wrong, Berkut. Clive, I've been at Alm's side from the outset, watching all that he has done. He's a brave warrior, and a good man worthy of the crown. He's made such clear to me time and again. The right of kings is not decided by blood or station. It lies in what a man believes, what keeps him up at night. It lies in a man's actions. Enough already. You would throw away your pride as a Zophian noble and bow to a commoner? I see now that the Clive I once knew is well and truly dead. Now it falls on me to bury him.
We're all ready, sir. Understood. What is it, sir? I'm sorry. I'm ready. Warriors, it's time! Time to defeat Emperor Rudolph and bring this bloody war to an end! Now then, who will defend Sophia? Then charge!
My lord. Follow me! These worms have no right to crawl onto our soil!
Alright, so, let me catch up on chat. Berkut sounds like a soy? What do you define as a soy, then? Here's the barrel, it's a white woman? I guess that's what Ares is thinking, I don't know. I can barely see the hairpiece in Berkut's hair. I guess it makes more sense than Makoto's impossible braid. But it's not a braid, it's a headband. Forgetting Makoto doesn't have a braid. Oh, I guess it is a headband, isn't it? Alright, so... let's see here. So, what are we looking at? I don't think this map is that hard. Like I said, I usually train Delthea here. If it's a map where I can train up Delthea, it can't be that hard of a map. Like, it can't be that hard, you know? Does he even have any weapon? He is the coral ring. He drops the coral ring. Interesting. But yeah, I think with Cliff we should be fine. Cliff and 2 pretty solid armors. I don't think we'll be struggling with this. Let's take a look. Because I don't know how exactly the AI is going to move. I don't know how they're going to move. Well, this archer's probably going to go out first, I would imagine. So countering him with Cliff would be a good idea. At least I just imagine it would be. Famous last one. I mean, this map isn't that hard, though. It's not. It's not that hard. Now, usually I do have 2 archers, so that could be a bit of an issue, but we can probably still manage. We got healers. You know, we got healers. We can probably do this.
Just say the word.
How do you do against the sniper? I mean, not amazingly, but you do something. After this map, we're probably gonna want to forge us a bow, or 5. Yeah, we're definitely gonna want to kill our bow with Hunter's Volley by Nuibawa's abode. Yeah, we should probably get a better bow at this point. Also for Alm. Because Alm can use bows now. So, you know, it'd be a good idea to give him a killer bow as well. At least I think it would be. So we're gonna put Cliff right here.
Alright, let's go. Leave this to me.
Yeah, I'm not sure how the AI is gonna move. I don't remember how it moves. I don't think it'd be that bad, would it?
Pickings.
I guess he is.
Fools. Hey, Tobe. Got a minute?
What's wrong?
Well, I was wondering something. So, if Claire fell for someone else, like Alm or, oh, I don't know, me, what would you do?
What could I do? I'd be hurt, but she's a lady of noble birth, and I'm just, you know, Tobin. Guys like me are lucky if women like that even show up in our dreams.
That's a good attitude.
Hey, the writing is on the wall. She's out of my league. But I don't have to throw away the good things I do have over her. You know, like my best friend.
I wouldn't want to lose my best pal either.
Good. What do you say we make it through today and figure things out from there?
It's a date. Or a plan. Whatever. Let's do what you just said.
I'm just only almost asked the question, what a double line at 3 range? A fair point, yeah. Do you call Gray a simp by definition since he demeans himself and likes a woman on just pure looks? Yeah, kinda. Also because simp would imply that he's going for a fairly not worth it woman, which I think Claire is. I don't think Claire's really that worth it. She's rich, but like that's it. His blonde shrew at his pet Tobin. Yeah, I don't really get the appeal. But yeah, I would say so. I would say so.
Nothing will stop me.
Hey!
Okay. Yeah, because this iron bow is not doing a ton of damage. Okay, they're gonna throw the... Okay, alright. Alright, So... I want to throw one of our armors over here.
Stand aside!
Just kind of distract them, I guess. That's what I want to do. I just kind of want to distract these guys with someone else. Blondes don't have fun. Yeah, they're not fun. They aren't. Fortunately, these armors are kind of behind these two guys, so they can't really do much. So that's nice. How does Luthier do? Oh man, Luthier, if only you could actually double things. But maybe he'll crit. Maybe he'll crit. Or maybe not. Thanks for not critting.
Stand back!
Wait, do you not have thunder? Oh, I guess he doesn't. He's like the one guy in the game that just doesn't get thunder. Kind of weird. I kind of miss heavy draw, honestly. I kind of miss it. I kind of do miss it. How much damage does this guy do? Does 20, but he has like no speed, so I kind of like that.
Just leave it to me.
All right, you could probably just kill him, right? Yeah, you could. You could just kill the guy, and I would like that. Will the machine gun do it? No fun allowed, apparently. No fun allowed. This game doesn't want me having fun, does it? Never trust Faye. I guess I'm learning a lot less in the hard way, aren't I? What about you here? How much do you do? If we can get rid of this guy, that'd be great. Problem is, I don't know if we can. So, for starters, I want to go hit this guy. No machine gun kill. Let's go. Maybe you'll get a crit? Yeah, there we go! I was like, maybe he'll get a crit. I just felt, I was like, you know what? I feel a crit. I feel a crit. I don't know why, I just do. Don't ask why, I just do. Wait, could Alm? Alm might be able to shoot this guy. Maybe. With like, if he had like an iron bow or something, he might be able to. Or a steel bow. Steel bow might do it. Steel bow could do it, maybe. Oh yeah, he definitely does it. Look at that. Decent damage. Fuyo? What? What is this Fuyo thing? Did anyone die yet? No? Do I sound like anyone's died yet?
Yeah, thanks. Allow me.
I don't know what this Fuyo thing is. You Carnage already? Well, yeah, her and Kamaru are like, someone must die at all times. Anytime I'm in the stream, someone must be dying. I don't like the fact they're kind of like strafing over here. I don't really like that. That's kind of annoying. Stay in your lane, buddy. Stay in your lane. Unless I tell you to come over here, you do not come over here. You also get hit by my bow, instead of being lame. Yeah, no, Cliff needs to get something better, because especially since his speed kind of sucks this run, he really could use the Hunter's Volley. Almond Joy is not tropicaling. What? Wait a sec. Oh, I'm just in the range of the archer. Okay, then I don't really care. Wait, am I? Oh, it's this stupid Meyer loser. Not really a fan. Not really a fan game, not really a fan. But I am a fan of this. I am a fan of this. Yeah, now this guy knows to get machine gunned.
Did you see that all?
Well, I mean, you're literally right diagonal to him, so yeah, he probably did see that. Not just one Meyer, two of them. Oh, wait, I am in range two of them? Well, and that one tile, no. $20 damage is quite a bit, though. 20 minus... Okay, yeah, it should be fine. Unless they have crit on her, which I don't think they do. Welcome back, the Cow Knight. Why are you eating French food? Why are you eating French stuff? I thought you're British. You're not supposed to like French things. The Cow Knight. We're just gonna call him the Cow Knight from now on. They all do 23 damage. Okay. They want to do 23 damage. That is fine by me. Although a little bit nasty. I think we can easily kill two of them. The third one we probably won't be able to kill, but that's okay. The third one we're probably not gonna be able to kill, but that's honestly okay. Alm has a lot of HP, so I don't think it's a huge deal. Wow. So much for Armor Crush. Armor Crush. Yeah, okay, buddy. Yeah, that's really crushing the armor, isn't it? It's really crushing the armor. Totally crushing the armor, guys. Totally crushing the armor. Let's go for a crit here. Let's see if maybe we can get one. 43%. Yeah, there we go. See, Tobin gets it. Tobin knows how to crit things. Like French food, fake British person.
You have talent.
It's an endearing name. I guess it is. Okay, you know what? You kind of cooks. He could get crit, which is kind of nasty. That's why we're going to put him over here, because I just don't trust his ability to not get crit. I don't know why, I just don't. There we go.
Pushing your luck, I see.
Oh yeah, he was pushing his luck because he got crit. Earth's Kiss. What? Earth's Kiss? What does it even do? Has magical... Oh man, what an absolute... Well, I guess his res isn't really that good, but still. I mean... I guess it could be useful for someone else. It could be useful. I just don't know if it being that useful on Luthier. I mean, I guess it kind of makes him a res tank. It kind of does. It kind of does. It's not like anyone else is much of a res tank. Yeah, I guess he kind of is our res tank now. The armor is uncrushed. That's what an armor slayer does against boars. True. It kind of is. It kind of is, though. Although, maybe with the combination of all our attacks, we can probably kill this one. Never mind. We got Apotrope on shield? I guess so. Hey, Dr. Gordon. And, with one more level, Bray will become a Dread Fighter. Wow, what a great unit. It'd be good if you didn't have to choose to prevent it. To activate it. Oh, it's a combat art? Yeah, that does kind of suck. Is it a combat art? Oh yeah, I guess it is, because it costs 4 HP. That's kind of stupid. If only Alm could have that and the real sword. Yeah, I think that is one issue with Shadows of Valentia, is that you can't have both, like a sword and a shield on you. I mean, 3 Houses does remedy that, which is nice, but obviously it's a different game. Okay. So yeah, this guy does 20 damage to Faye. Well, it's not a huge deal, because she survives that pretty easily. And he definitely is not doubling her, so that's good. Echo's moment. Yeah, this map is not too hard. Oh, and he goes for Cliff anyway. Okay, why would you go for Cliff, buddy? Like, Cliff can actually retaliate. Well, whatever, I'm not gonna complain. Just question the AI's weird choices. Because they don't make sense all the time. Okay. Alm bow training arc? I don't know. No, we'll just give him the kill. Never mind, we won't give him the kill because he doesn't want to get a kill, apparently. These would make having a weapon in an item slot super broken. Would it, though? Would it?
Okay, I'm ready.
I may have just not thinking it through, but... Would it really? You know, if it's just one Maya guy that can reach me, it's not the end of the world. Wait, is it one? I can't... Wait a sec. Okay. Let's recheck. So he can't go here. You can go there. Okay, it's just one Maya guy that can go there. And honestly, almost not scared of one Maya guy. Like, one Maya guy isn't the end of the world. He even has 7 res, so it's not like he takes that much damage from it. Like, it's not the end of the world if you get hit by a Maya. Never mind, they won't even need to... we could probably pull, but with those armors there, it's... I don't see 2. Oh nice, you got strength and speed. Very good, Cliff. Very good.
I'm glad you're here.
On the forest tile, I don't see it. This tile right here, there's only one that can hit. Yeah, no, there's only one that can hit, so I'm not sure what you're talking about. If you were talking about this tile or something, then yeah, you'd be right. But the forest tile, no, only one of them can hit. So I don't know what you're talking about. I'll just take this turn to go and recuperate. I could pull the mage, but I don't know if that's a good idea. Because if they have group AI, then we really don't want to deal with that. We don't want to kill both armors and... You see what I'm saying? You don't want to deal with both at once.
Just leave it to me.
The forest. Yeah, I was talking about the forest. I'm not sure what you were talking about. Not sure what you were talking about. Pull the mage, then recruit starts to move. Okay, yeah, we definitely don't want that. We definitely do. Okay. There's a reason I didn't go in the forest and they just move anyway. Okay. I don't know why they all started moving, but that's like, maybe it's like a turn thing? We're on turn 5. Maybe it's like a turn 5 thing, I don't know. But I certainly do not want that. Spreading misinformation. I need to get out of here. Echoes works however dang well pleases, apparently. Apparently it does. I need to get out of here. Help me during my load only playthrough. I could see how that would help, yeah, I could see that. Because you will want res, and that will give you some res, so that's nice. Yeah, and Clip is not in range of anything, so that's good. I don't think he's in range of these. Yeah, they can't hit him. Let's just get you out of here, and we're good. I think that guy's in heal mode, though, so we can only be able to kill him, sadly. He's a machine gun. Yeah, as a reference. Oh, never mind. Well, I guess it's better than him running into... It still sucks. Still sucks, but I'll take it. Maybe we get a crit? I don't know. Maybe. Come on. No, don't miss. Don't miss! Missing us for losers. We're not losers. Ugh. Okay, now they're running back. Why are they running back? What? Are they trying to move? I don't know. This is kind of nasty, though. I do wish I had a better bow, because I think part of our problem is that my bow sucks, so it doesn't actually kill things. If it could just get a crit or something, that'd be amazing. Actually, while we have this chance, because I do think we do have a chance. The pros are all kind of in this range. Okay. Can we not crit? Am I just not allowed to crit today? Man, he really needs the killer bow. He really does. He really needs that killer bow, man. Really does need it. Okay, let's see if we can go and get. Jeez, no one who I want to be right there is right there, and that sucks. No one who I want to be right here to go kill the armor is there to kill the armors. Isn't that just great? If I can just get rid of some of these guys, that'd be great. They got me in a really bad position. Got me in a really, really awkward spot. Yeah, how strong are these guys? 23 damage is kind of nasty, but I can tank it. I can tank it. I can tank it. Let's get rid of this guy. Okay, now we crit. Of course, when I don't need it, that's when I crit. That's just a Fire Emblem moment. That's just a Fire Emblem. That's not even an Echo Zone. That's just a Fire Emblem moment. That's what that is. Just a Fire Emblem moment, you know? Let's do a sacrificial lamb named Faye. Well, she's pretty tanky, so, you know, she could probably do it. She could do it. She could do it, and she probably would do it. Luthier, I don't think you're gonna cut it. Because you always face, like, low percent crits, and I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that. How much do you do with these guys? Not enough. Best news. Nope, we're not doing that. We're not doing it. Not happening. Not happening, Rizu. Not happening. I know you want it to happen, but it's not gonna happen. Although Meyer hitting her is not good. Meyer hitting is not good. I don't like that. Luthier moment. This guy is a problem. I don't like him. Yeah, the Meyer guy is kind of a problem. I forgot that the Meyer guy's right here. And since all these idiots have recover for some reason, he will actually be able to move. So that's what, like 21 damage? Kind of an issue. Can we donut for? No. Not this run, no you can't. I need to get... I would need to block these two tiles off, and that's just not... No. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. My guy's just not a good spot at the moment. The context for that pin. You can ask... You can go and ask Ares. I love people to donut for kills, but they can't. We're getting so many deaths for free. Yeah. Why do it when you get it for free? It doesn't make any sense. On the flip side, though, I don't see these guys attacking Faye. I don't think they would, because she has 14 effective defense. Cliff has 12. You know, why would they go for that? Those kills are random. Well, you don't even know the characters in this game. How do you know that's random? Oh, you just mean like you don't have any control over who dies? So who is the best guy I could put in there to go on the wall? I just need someone that can just kind of, you know, prevent her from being attacked on two flanks. If she gets attacked from one armor and one mage, I don't really care. I think putting Alm here is actually the best call. I want to see Gray die. You know, Gray isn't even really that good. Gray isn't even really that good, honestly. He's probably one of my worst units. Okay.
This is how it's done.
Yeah, show Cliff how to crit things, because he needs to know how to do that. Cliff needs to know how to crit things. Something he needs to learn. They didn't teach him in school, so he needs to learn it. Hones in on the darkest man in the army immediately. Yeah, she does. She does. Alright, what we got here? Going straight for Faye, huh? Doesn't matter, though. Of course he doesn't crit, but at least he hits both of them. So he can probably finish this guy off next turn. And he goes for Alm. Interesting. But they're both going for Cliff. I wonder why they're doing that. I guess because he has the lowest defense out of these, out of the options he has. Actually, I think he ties with Alm for defense, so... Uh-oh. Okay. Well, at least that force is going to slow him down. I should have these guys taken care of by then. I don't know about later, but, like, this force does slow him down considerably. I can probably kill most, if not all, these guys now. Yeah, this guy I could probably get rid of with Gray. Yes, I can. Unless Gray decides to derp out and miss an I-5, which I wouldn't put it past him, but... No. Alright, come on. Come on, Luthier. Come on, Luthier. I know you can do this. There you go.
I will eradicate you.
Why does he sound so much like Sedith? I can't be the only one that hears Sedith in his voice. I know it's not the same voice actor, but he really does sound like him.
My flesh is newly
Oh,
sealed.
skill and defense? I don't care about skill, but defense is pretty nice.
Show off.
I will certainly take defense. We'll certainly take defense. Okay. Right, I forget there's a stinky Mire Mage right here. Mire Mages suck. Mire Mages suck, man. I hate them. So many deaths in Shard Ray and Iron that it makes Hardens look cute by comparison. To be fair, I think Exalblum tries to intentionally kill his guys for the guidance, I'm assuming.
You and me.
Pocket Circuit and server spotted. Oh, we gotta change that. We gotta change that. Who's posting Pocket Circuit here? Ares, you're not supposed to post Pocket Circuit. Actually, I don't see any Pocket Circuit. I just see Kiryu. What's this about Harden? Soon he'll be spreading anti-Jewish propaganda. Implies I don't already. Shoot this man. Chip him down. Alright, just finish these guys off and we're in good shape. What's wrong with it? It's bad. Hey, she got defense finally. Everything is wrong with Pocket Circuit. It's a bad minigame that is overhyped. No, it's nothing about it's good. Why does Tempest Lance do so much better than Armor Crush? Well, I guess to be fair, this isn't an armor, so that's probably part of it. It's like calling a bank Jewish. I don't. Something tells me you're probably gonna get timed out by Kamaru.
You bore me. Be gone.
Doing it past the tutorial in Slender, it's just that bad. It's just that bad. It's not even worth getting past.
I'll get this done.
You know what? Let's go give the Royal Sword a kill. Well, that's a very dead mage. See you later.
That should do it.
Let's swamp some magic minus Nui Baba. Yeah, but Nui Baba is one map. Hey, Claire. You know, I don't really like Claire a ton, but she is miles better than Silk, so I will let this pass. To be fair, I would have not gotten Matilda if it weren't for Claire, so you know what? She's alright in my book. She's one of the... She's an honorary brunette. You get a warning for that one. Okay, they're gonna try to charge us. Oh, nice. Brakut is just gonna go straight, like, head first. Let's go counter that. In fact, we're kind of ready for that too, because he's got 18 defense. Okay, yeah, we can just go. We can go deal with him right as is. Just bait him into a trap, I suppose. From FE4 and 5? Yeah, thank God they didn't do that. There's a reason they nerfed it. There's a pretty good reason they nerfed it. I'm not imagining that. I don't think anyone wants to imagine that, except for maybe like Kamaru, because Kamaru will glaze anything that Kaga came up with.
Yeah, thanks.
I will heal you. Pretty much, we're gonna go and bait Brakut right into this pretty much death trap, where just everything can attack him. Now, I don't know what his, he's got 16 offense and 11 res, so he's gonna be kind of hard to take out, but, you know, I mean, okay, yeah, no, it's gonna kind of suck if he if he takes longer to kill than I expect he will, that could be a problem.
You're too kind.
Surprising they didn't add Juggernaut provides to the bosses. Seems up their alley of adding only unfun. Yeah, it's like, I don't know how in the world they just somehow always seem to know the most unfun things. But they seem to bypass like anything actually fun. Doesn't make any sense. Couldn't do a stream without 2 to 3 deaths. Cope-harder. Cope-harder. It'd be great if we could hit this.
Death awaits those who would profane Regel's soil. Consider it a mercy your bones will rest here, in sight of your homeland.
Even cool if he gets crit. Nice. Man, if he got a crit, that would just completely like, seal this map for me. Because the problem is they still got all these paladins. Although they're kind of strung out, which is actually... Well, it's partly to my disadvantage, it's even more so to his disadvantage. Because there's like no advantage in having just all these cabs strung out. It's not doing him any good. It's not doing him any favors. If we could just go crit him, that'd be great. I don't think that's going to happen, but hey. Fucking mad game for someone who's doing 6 damage to Foresight. Yeah, he is. He is. He's like, man, I'm gonna go teach you this lesson. Oh no, paladins. Yeah, but I mean, they can do decent damage. That's the thing. They can just kind of like stack damage a little bit. Like, yeah, individually they're not that scary, but the fact that they can just kind of attack all my guys is not great. If I use Thunderclap, how much is it? 6? I mean, 6 is, you know, it's something. It's not a lot, but it's something. Okay, this. Yeah, okay, no. We're not going to use Clip against Berkut unless we absolutely have to. Unless we absolutely have to, we're not going to do that. Because it's just not worth it, in my opinion. How do you do here? Yeah, not too great. Well, I mean, Berkut... If we use the Armor Crush, or the Tempest Lance actually does pretty nice. Tempest Lance is pretty solid. Yeah, no, we'll probably want to stick with Magic for the most part. We could also just go try for another Rider's Bane. It isn't really hard to try. Because, I mean, he's by far the scariest enemy here. No one else does that much damage. They might double him. Actually, no, they don't. They don't. I mean, you do, just barely, but you do, like, nothing to him. What if we all typed in Spanish and have Harden plug it into Google Translate for one stream? That's just Kameru's dream, I guess. I don't know. What did Ferdinand pack for lunch today? What if I knew Spanish and you said that? Then I'd just be like, what are you planning? Or did his mom decide to send him off with an actual weapon this time? This one time he does. Alright, let's see if it works. Okay, it didn't work that time. That's okay though. Alright, we still have options though. We still have options.
All right, let's go.
Okay, that's not one of them though. That's not one of them. Let's go for this. Excalibur? Maybe Excalibur crit? Yeah, there we go. Alright. He's down on his health. Fake kill, maybe? Perhaps a fake kill. You know what? Gray kill. Gray needs to get promoted. Actually, I don't think he's gonna do it. I don't think he's gonna do it. Not without some help. You know what? This might work. Yeah, I'd like to give Gray a kill. And look, he's got a 100% chance to do it.
No. Am I to lose again? Again?
Okay, but Camaro, consider this before you start speaking in Spanish entirely. By doing this, Camaro, you just end up. That's literally Mexican behavior, just going up to a bunch of English speakers and speaking Spanish, just by knowing that they don't speak Spanish. That's literally Mexican behavior, Camaro. And this one guy, Nameless? Wait, are you the Nameless that I knew a long time ago, or are you a different Nameless? You're probably a new Nameless. Because this is the first time I've seen that PFP. Oh. I don't understand why is my stream just speaking in Spanish now? Blame Illusion. Illusion had his see, Camaro, I foiled it. I see you can speak Spanish entirely your stream, but I'm just gonna call you a Mexican for it. How many men have erased their names at this point? What do you mean? How many men have erased their names? I don't know what you mean. He's leading the Dragon Ball Brigade! He's leading the Dragon Ball Brigade? Never heard of you before a week ago? First time chatting? Wait, before a week ago, but this is your first time chatting. So you have shown up in your recommended or something? I'm guessing. Alright, well, welcome. Let's see here. Dealing with these paladins, I mean, the good news is they can't, well, they can attack him, but I don't really care. They can attack him with a javelin, I don't really care, though. As long as I can't hit anyone else with the javelin, I'm fine. And you do how much? This is fine. And Proctor the Weeb is speaking in Japanese for some reason. I have no idea why. I have no idea why Proctor is speaking in Japanese. Wait, how are these guys able to hit? Oh, is it because of the javelin guy? Wait, oh, there's no javelin though. What? How in the world are they? Who's reaching over here? Who's reaching this outer edge? I don't understand. Oh, never mind. It's just these guys. Okay, I don't really care. It's the Dragon Ball theme, but true Dragon Ball fans would sing it in Spanish. Obviously, they obviously would sing it in Spanish, not in Japanese. The Latinos have appropriated Dragon Ball at this point. It's theirs now. It's not even Japanese at this point. It's job and recommended me Fire Moon finally. Oh, that's nice. Let's see. I'm gonna try to shoot this paladin. I'm gonna try. And it's... That's what you wish, Frieza. You wish that I was already dead. That way you get to keep your money. Alright. Go on, Cliff. And there we go. I didn't need to kill that guy, but it was just nice getting rid of him now. Echo's moment, kinda. We should be fine. It's just Fernand that can hit us, and Fernand's not all that scary. Did I voice that one out loud? Yeah. I want to be more careful next time. Might want to be a little more careful next time, buddy. Doesn't matter to Forsyth. He's a excuse me? Excuse me, game? Don't do that. Don't? Maybe don't do that? Okay, thank you. I freaking hate low percent crits, man. They're everywhere in this game. Okay. But hey, we survived, so that's nice. Oh, Gray's just about to promote. Let's get him there. Let's get him to promotion. Why not?
All right, sure.
Bro wants me to die. Nice. Man, I can't get anyone who wants me to win this run. You can't, I got nothing right now. Look at him next time. Like my death counter isn't big enough, huh?
How can I lose to such rabble?
Quite easily.
I think I'm having a moment.
Well, at least he's getting speed. And we can promote him, so that's nice. So we'll promote him and also work on some weapons before the next map. Iron Lance, we don't really need that. Let's take a look here. I don't know what you... Come here, you'll need to stop speaking in Mexican if you want me to actually be able to read that. As long as Paula's alive, all is okay in my book. Well, she is alive in Celica's route, so... You know? She's the only living Pegasus Knight in Celica route, but she is still alive. So, yeah. You know what? You need EXP. You can get some. They speak exclusive in One Piece. They speak exclusively in One Piece. Alright, Mr. Excalibur, let's see if you can do it. Oh wow, he didn't get a crit. Okay, interesting. But he will get a level. And it'll probably suck. He'll probably like +1 skill. He got HP and defense, I can't complain about that. HP and defense is not bad on a mage. 42 HP on a mage is just bonkers, man. It is bonkers. Let's go and give another kill to the Royal Sword. One Piece's brown woman? I don't know. I knew there was sort of like brown people, but I didn't know it was for women. I've never heard of a woman talking about One Piece. I'm sure there are women that watch it, but I thought it was like a black guy thing.
I can tell I'm getting
Strength and defense, okay. I do hope he gets a bit more speed, because 14 speed is not the best. But if he can get I would say if he can get up to like 17 or so speed, we're probably good. But right now he doesn't have it. I mean, he's gonna get a lot of levels. Believe me, killing witches is gonna give him a lot of levels. So you know, just because he has kind of shaky stats right now doesn't mean he's going to stay incredibly shaky. Because that guy's gonna get a lot of levels. Okay. So now he's gotta go take care of this last guy, the Meyer guy. Yeah, there's a lot of witches coming up. Yeah, there's plenty of opportunity. He's bilingual. My channel is, but I'm not.
Thank you.
Thanks. Invigorating.
I think probably most of us aren't. Well, at least the Americans aren't. Most of the Americans probably aren't. Try... Ring... What? Try ring... All? What? What? Try Ying all. I guess he's saying he's like trying all of them? I don't know. You speak Fire Emblemese? That's not a language. In Ironmans I catch midway have the clerics dead. They're so easy to lose in dumb ways. Especially in this game. Not so much in other games. I find that it doesn't happen as much to me in other games. Oh, trilingual. Okay. That makes sense. Actually makes more sense than trying all. You gotta be in the stupid forest because he's stupid. And we miss. Is anyone surprised by that? Is it time for a machine gun? Maybe time for the machine gun. No, it's not. It's not time for the machine gun. Guys, it is not time for the machine gun, because that will get me killed. What about Excalibur? Well, if you didn't get crit, I would consider that. Triangle Strategy is a really lame name. It is a very lame name. There's no debating that. If you want to crit, now would be the time to do it. Well, at least the guy can't really cast. We should machine gun. Should we? Yeah, I think we should. I don't think he can cast Maya, can he? As long as we hit this. And even if we don't, it's not really a big deal. Well, see you later, Maya Mage. Yeah, you were right. We should cast machine gun. This game hits you with the 3 ranged tomes, gargoyles, and tight dungeon maps, archers, and witches. Someone dies sooner or later.
Of course we won. I'm here.
You know, I actually don't think I've lost anyone to witches. No, I lost Clive to a witch. But it was actually to one on player phase. Because I was trying to kill a witch and I think he missed and then she critted him or something. I don't remember. But it wasn't actually due to her warping on me.
You're plenty strong, Berkut. No one would deny that.
Not really.
That's why I must end this here.
I can't believe it's come to this.
What? What's happening, Om? Toman! Everyone! Are you alright? Help me! Please! By the gods! Are those hands sprouting from the earth?
Yeah, that's normal.
Some kind of magic?
No, at least not as we know it. Our own magic doesn't seem to have any effect. This is something else entirely.
Lucas! I've got to do something before... Berkut! What have you done?
So this is Duma's power? It's hideous.
You did this?
You've no need to know anymore. You'll die here with the rest.
Berkut, wait! Wait! I won't let it end here. Not before I see you again, Celica. Huh? Whoa, what was that light? Celica's charm? Then maybe... Celica, can you hear me? Please, I'm begging you, help me! Help us all!
And Duma never uses it again. Yeah.
Impossible! Duma's spell is broken? How did you do this?
I don't know. I just said a prayer to someone I love.
Spare me your treacly platitudes. I was meant for greatness. But you're just a...
Lord Berkut! The spell is broken, but they haven't the strength to give chase. You must use this time to escape.
You would have me retreat in the face of these dogs?
I would ask that you live. His Excellency the Emperor will understand. Now go, quickly! Did that power truly come from Duma? There is no pride in resorting to such unholy means. What is it the Empire, no, the Duma faithful, are trying to accomplish. They're gone, Should we go after them? No. Pursuing them in our current condition is only asking for further losses. Well, what you did just now was
One of the most
pretty
loyal
incredible.
betrayer known to man.
But, what did you do exactly? Honestly, Tobin, I panicked. I said a frantic prayer to the charm Celica gave me, and then it must have been her. She saved us. Huh. Guess I owe somebody a big thank you next time we bump into her. Yeah, Tobin. I think we all do.
I think Alm would kill Brakut? I guess. I don't know. He might. He might think that. I don't know.
Damn him! Why can't I beat him? To be humiliated so by a commoner, and twice no less!
My lord, please. You must try to calm down. You are safe. That's all I need to be.
Silence, woman!
Silence, woman! Best line in the game.
Brakut.
From childhood, all that's ever been asked of me is strength. It is my duty, as one born to stand above others, to rule. I've been taught that all my life, by my father, my mother. How am I to remain calm in the face of defeat at the hands of
Brakut is actually just Proto-Dimitri. He likes... He just breaks everything. You consider not being a loser, Brakut?
Call to me. You who thirst for power, call to me. Who is? Identify yourself!
Brakut? What's the matter? You're frightening me.
You don't hear it? What was that voice?
Brakut's actually just schizophrenic. Alright, so we got some work to do. So, before we take on more maps, like Sizor, honestly, Sizor does scare me a little bit because he is gonna be annoying to kill. I mean, he's a dread fighter, which that alone should tell you why I don't like him. Yeah, no, I think he's gonna be more of a problem than, like, for example, Fear Mountain's gonna be. We can deal with witches. We can't really deal with dread fighters. Dread fighters are just nasty. People say witches are a problem. I think dread fighters are more of a problem because witches are at least pretty frail. If you're not too exposed to witches, then they're not too bad. Dread fighters, though, like, you're never gonna be able to kill them before they get, like, in your face. That's kind of the issue. Oh, Doom, you can't steal my joke. Only Almond Joy gets to speak proper calling. So yeah, we're gonna go promote Gray. Give me a sec. Oh, that's not annoying at all. But we'll just deal with what we gotta do. I lost my Ironman to Sizor last year. Honestly, I could see it. Sizor's pretty nasty. He's pretty freaking nasty. We have 600 silvers and 1 gold? Yeah, no, I think we could certainly forge us some bows. Maybe even more. It's witch time. Well, not quite, but soon. Soon it will be witch time. Man, I love the cape that Alm has. Alm's cape looks sick. Was it killing things? Oh yeah. It probably makes humans so easy to manipulate and control. Only the humble are capable of critically thinking evil is at work against them. Yeah. Let's see. So Gray, he's probably getting much promotion gain. Yeah, sadly he doesn't. He does get some defense, which is nice, but he's not. I mean, the problem is that the lightning sword kind of falls off by this point. I don't think it ever truly falls off to the point that it never does anything, but the problem is, it's not like, remember at the beginning of the game, it was just freaking one-rounding everything, or almost one-rounding. Now it's not going to be doing that.
Well, here goes nothing.
Yeah, 3% all. Yeah, that's the thing about Dread Fighters. They are really dodgy, they're really fast, and they're very crit prone. That's the problem. You know, it's like, imagine like a Swordmaster. Swordmasters are pretty scary. The problem is, you're always taking some degree of damage in this game. You're never taking 0 damage. And they have a lot of move, too. They've got a lot of move. And the thing is, the one thing that you would actually probably work against them are mages, and they don't work against them. They don't. Mages don't work against them because they have res. They're literally designed to kill mages. But the problem is, they're good at like everything else, too. That's the issue. I think there should be, maybe they should have like a weakness to bows or something, just to sort of make it so it's like, oh, you know, like, they're really strong, but they do have something that can stop them. But they don't really. There's not really much that can stop them. Not reliable anyway. I don't know if both Berkut's parents died. I don't think it's ever explained, is it? As far as I know, it's not. Remember to support Sakura tries to get Saizo sweets, but he hates them, which is ironic because his kid is a Sugi. I think that's kind of the point, is that it's supposed to be like an ironic thing.
Retreat!
Well, let's use the Dread Fighter truth. Well, yeah, but Dean still kind of sucks. That's the thing. I'm sorry, Belt, but Dean is not that good. He's alright, but it's not that good. We're gonna go to the village. And the reason for that being, we want to go forge some stuff. Namely bows. I probably should have forged it in Act 3, but I didn't. But I would say now would be an appropriate time to forge some bows. So let's go.
Welcome.
Okay. So. We got an iron bow for you. Which we want to make into a steel bow. And then the steel bow becomes... I don't know if it becomes a silver or a killer. I think it becomes a silver and then it becomes a killer. I could be wrong though. It's good because of Dread Fighter. Dread Fighter isn't good because of Dean. That's a way to look at it, yeah. No, Ophelia is competent. Yeah. She's still just as schizophrenic as her dad, so... She's not quite as different. There we go. Now this is what we want. This is our end game. Having a killer bow. We want this. The joke is that Odin sucks. I know, but like I'm saying, that he's still really schizo. Like, their characters are actually pretty similar. Just as a unit, they're not. Okay, so we got 2 killer bows. I probably will want a 3rd one, but oh right, we can just go trade in some crap. Right, we can just go sell a bunch of wine. Knows he's talking nonsense. Ophelia believes both her and her father's BS. That's kind of a problem, is that she kind of got groomed into thinking that... Yeah. That's kind of the problem. How much does this sell for? 3 gold coins? I'm guessing you're supposed to sell the exotic spice, aren't you? There's no... Is there any other point in exotic spice? Is there any quest that revolves around you needing it? Because, like, 3 gold coins is enormous. I don't know any item worth remotely that much money. A Spanish-speaking meme for a meme review. So you're like that one guy in Mang's stream that just sends the Spanish memes, and he's like, I have no idea what's going on. I don't know why they do that. Just sell the crap? Okay, fair enough. I didn't know the exotic spice gave you that much money. Like, jeez, man. They really like their exotic spices. Oh yeah, it can heal you, but like 10 health is really not that much. And even if it does involve a quest, oh well, 3 gold coins is kind of hard to beat. 3 gold coins is pretty freaking hard to beat. You would have to be getting like a really good stat booster to make up for that. It's cocaine. Cocaine. I know it's cocaine, but it's like the Spanish pronunciation of it is funnier. Cocaina. I don't know why it's so funny. Not that way. Okay. Something I would like. Okay. In other words, it would be something that I actually understand, because I don't understand Spanish, so. It's not a ja ja ja. Do we want to afford this? Probably not. I mean, it could help, but like, if anything, let's forge the Rider's Bane. Okay, that is kind of expensive, but I do have a lot of gold, so. I do have a lot of gold, so like, it wouldn't be the end of the world. Oh yeah, I think it's worth forging. I like, normally I'm against this. Like, normally I'd be like, no, there's no way in heck I'm gonna do this, but the Rider's Bane, it's kind of worth it, because like, it's just that good. It doubles its might, gives it more accuracy, gives it some additional crit. Like, I can actually see myself, I can see myself using this. I could see myself actually benefiting from this. And I can transfer 1 gold and just turn it to 500 silvers, and I think I'll be fine. So. Doesn't this become like the Rompea or something, and it's a stupid weapon? So yeah, 5 extra might and hit and 10 crit. Yeah, I think that's worth it. Normally I don't think a lot of these forges are worth it, but I think more than doubling its might, I think it's a pretty good deal. I would say it's a pretty good deal. Maybe you wouldn't, but I would. I think it's pretty solid. So yeah, and then the other thing we could probably do is, well, if we get to the point, like if I don't lose anyone, call it the Foresight. Could I rename it? Inscribe. The Foresight. Wait. So then he has a Foresight to be reckoned with. The Foresight. Foresight uses the Foresight. I love it. So yeah, like I said, we could probably get another bow, and give it to, what's his face? What is his name? Python? But, obviously right now we can't really do that.
Many thanks.
I mean, one, he's dead, but, yeah, we'd actually never mind, call it the foreskin. Oh yeah. Should have done that, but, that's what we call a foreblaze. It's just gonna... Oh, right, I forgot she can actually cross the border. Wonder which weapon he's using. Yeah, I wonder what weapon he's using. Okay, I want to see... Does she go any further down south? I don't know. 10 units, that's kind of scary. That's not just a small little squad. That's actually quite a bit. Let's see if she moves. I don't know if she does. I could be wrong, but she might. The Ironland's Fernand drop, clearly. Yeah, obviously. Okay. Okay. We're gonna go and attack her here. Dang Regillian illegals crossing the border like that. I know, right? Illegal aliens crossing the border again. Freaking Regillians, they're always up to doing these illegal border crossings. Never mind the fact that I did it first. I did it first, but don't talk about that. So we got quite a few witches here. That's kind of been the whole conflict of the game. Yeah, illegal border crossing. So let's see, how many witches do we have here? 4? You would think 4 is like, oh god, there's 4 of them, but it's like, the weird way that the AI works, it's actually not that big of a deal. Because they get kind of gimped the more of them there are. Okay, so one thing I have noticed and I have read, if they can go into terrain like forests, they always will. Thoughts on the pin? What does Gerudo King think of the pin? That's an interesting question. So pretty much either way. Yeah, you know what? Let's maybe not do that.
Let's go.
I was gonna think of going over here, but I'm not. That's a good idea. Not sure that's good. Let's promise them 3,000 years ago.
Easy pickings.
Nothing will stop me.
Just realized, stop saying Infinite Wealth. Stop playing Infinite Wealth, sorry. To watch the stream, but the part I was gonna do was an optional dungeon, meaning it's not story stuff, and I can just watch and play at the same time. Optional dungeons? Is this a Gaiden reference?
Stand back.
Is this a Gaiden reference? I don't know.
Just leave it to me.
Come at me, fools! Ha! Stand aside!
Okay, she's gonna warp. And attack you. Okay. Okay. Yeah, like, notice how only one witch warp. Notice only one did. Alright, let's go and attack you. Bro is training for that promotion, I guess. Ugh. Ugh. Clive wasn't dead, that witch would have killed him. Probably. Probably. In fact, he did die to a witch. That's the funny thing. Clive actually did die to a witch, so, kind of in character, I guess. Kinda in character, I suppose. Yeah, how do you think he died in the first place?
This is my strength.
Man, Killer Bow. See what I mean? Like, look how much EXP he got from that. Look at how much EXP he got from just killing a random witch. Like, killing witch pays. It pays quite nicely, in fact. Pays very nicely. Do not like Maya mages, though. And half Celica's side's dead? Yeah. But hey, I cleared Celica's route, so, you know, that's something. Would die to a stiff... He would. Cliff would die to anything, man. Cliff would die to literally anything. Miss Korea. Oh, purple hair. Freaking ugly K-pop star. Cliff is getting dull by this guy. I mean, I guess most people do get dull by that guy, but I would like to get, is Cliff pays crit, doesn't he? That's not good. Wait, he does? Yeah, he's kind of slow, isn't he? And Clyde just dropped dead. Heart attack, apparently. I wouldn't be surprised. It would not surprise me in the slightest. Would not surprise me. What? What is bro talking about? What is Kamiru talking about? I never know what he's talking about. Oh, he's calling you a Jew. Okay. Just Kamiru things, you know. Just Kamiru things. Just Kamiru. Okay, I don't like this. Don't like this. So the question is, do we go for the kill on the Merc, or do we just get rid of the Witch? Do we get rid of the Merc or the Witch? That is the question. The American version of today? Wait, and less homo looking? So one of the Stardust guys? I don't know. I actually don't know. What on earth does that mean? I'm not sure. I genuinely don't know what he means by that. Obitarian? I hope to God you didn't say Obitarian. That's not... No! What? I am sorry you had to see that. You have my condolences. You have my condolences. Even if you said less homo looking, still implies... And you cannot look like Obitarian and not look homo. There is no way. It's not possible. We could go for a crit, maybe. A crit would be great. I'm hoping for a crit. Hope and pray for a crit. Let's go. There we go. Cheetah t-shirt and everything. It was an Obitarian cosplayer. No one should cosplay as that. No one. That's like someone freaking. That's like the. That's like if you're talking about like Fire Emblem. For those of you who are like, I don't know anything about Yakuza, that'd be like if someone goes and cosplays as freaking Vida from FE7. Like, ugh, I don't want to see that. That shouldn't exist in real life. That shouldn't exist in game. That definitely shouldn't exist in real life. This is a zebra stripe. Okay. Let's see. I think the main threat that witches actually have right now is just the fact that they could probably go warp and crit Luthier. Although, now that I think about it, Luthier actually has... Well, not really. I was going to say because of Earth's Kiss, but the thing is it didn't actually work like that. Would suplex Vida out of existence? No, I don't think she would. She's old. And then, oh god, there's a second part. Why is there a second part to this? Why is there a second part? I saw another purple hair. Okay. Why? Lately, I've noticed there have been more old people dying there. I'm like, why? Like, it's bad enough on young people, but it looks even worse on old people. Like, I don't think it looks good on anyone. I don't think anyone looks good with purple hair, but like, it looks even worse when it's like some grandma. I'm like, bruh. Stop trying to be hip with the kids. Like, it's a stupid trend anyway. Like, you aren't cool. The young people that dyed had purple hair aren't cool. But it looks like you're it's like, think of it like this. Like, what's worse? Like, who's dumber? Like, the one that says the dumb thing or the one who's copying him? It's sort of like that. It's like, yeah, it's like, I don't like it on anyone, but it's like, it's even worse because you're trying to be someone you're not. At least... the like young hipsters, at least like that's their thing, but it's like it's even worse because you're stooping to their level when you should be above that. What people doing it is crazy. It's a really weird, jarring thing. It doesn't look right at all. It looks really bad. Though maybe this is actually 4D chess. Maybe this is 4D chess, and the old people are doing it to get the young people to stop because it's like, oh, now old people are doing it. It's no longer cool. You know, like if that's their logic, then you know what? They're smarter than we gave them credit for. But sadly, I don't think that's the case. That's a good thing. If witches can go straight towards you without warping, they will. They will. So there is a way to manipulate them to an extent, but obviously the problem is usually with witches, they're not right up to you. Okay, I don't know who you're trying to go for. Oh, okay. They go for Claire. Okay, interesting. And I dodged, so I don't really care. I think they can only warp one witch per turn. I could be wrong, though. Could be wrong, but... Okay. That's a kill. That is a kill. Heard back in the day, it wasn't uncommon for old grannies to dye their hair for whatever reason, so if anything, the youth copied them. I mean, but don't they usually just dye it like something to make them not look as old? I don't know.
You should be honored.
Like, I know my dad dyes his hair, but he just dyes it back to black, because that's what his hair color normally is. And it's, well,
You're pretty tough.
it would be very gray and white if he didn't do that. Do we got any Myers? No, we do not have any Myers. I think this guy's got Meyer, which sucks, don't get me wrong, but we get rid of him, we get rid of the problem. Yeah, you know what? Let's go for it. I mean, the colorful colors. Really? I've never heard of them going for that. Maybe it's just me being ignorant. I don't know. It's entirely possible, but we get a crit. We fish for a crit. Nice dodge. You know, we didn't get a crit, but we did dodge, so I can't really complain. He's not getting speed. I'm a little worried. He's not getting speed. You know, he's not the slowest guy in the world, but it would be nice if he had some speed. Just saying. Alright, last run I had a freaking super alm, man. Last run I had the Giga Chat of all alms, you know? Some old person, I can't remember which one. Some old person. He doesn't even know which old person. Just some old person, yeah. Just some old person. Was it Gunter? Yeah, Gunter probably dies here. Okay. Love to see Cliff with his proper PRF. Never mind the fact that anyone can use it. Anyone who's got bow axes can use it, but... But the Hagman, well, it doesn't die here. She'd be even uglier if she did, man. It's like the one thing going for her. The one thing. That's a very low line. Were you complaining you're all at the speed of a dying granny? Oh yeah, in the last run he did. In this run he doesn't, but he's still kind of slow. He's not extremely slow, but he is kind of slow. He can double some things. Like, he can double these you know, these mages, but you know, it's not fantastic. Alright, let's go for a hit. Oh, she was real. I need a little ally like that when I take over Guam. His aspirations are in conquering Guam for some reason. You know what? You can count having another ally belt if you just choose to name it something that doesn't sound terrible. Because Guam is such a stupid name, man. We need to fix it. Camaro, why did the Spaniards decide to give it such a retarded name? Like, it doesn't even sound like a name of a place, it just sounds like random gibberish. Are my reasons not obvious? I actually have no idea why you want to take over Guam. But you know what, if you choose to rename it, you can count me in, too. HP, skill, and defense. Well, he's getting defense. I can't complain about that. Never gonna complain about my units getting defense. Take over Guam so I can have experience for when I conquer Timor. We're just gonna take over a bunch of Pacific Islands. Any tragedies? No, not really. I mean, except for the enemies. The enemies are having quite a few tragedies, but I'm not. Did he cross the water? Oh, okay. Bro's crossing rivers now, apparently. Although we might want to get rid of this guy first. The more I see, the more I know my cliff was just cursed. Yeah, I think your cliff was just cursed. I'm sorry to say, but Bow Knight Cliff really cooks. And honestly, just give him a killer book. See, here's the thing: even if he's speed cursed, like, you know, this cliff is not doubling a lot of things. He's doubling some things, but look, he gets Hunter's Volley as the combat art. He doubles everything. That's all he needs. And hey, if he gets some defense, you can just park him in front of things and he can just go cook. You know, it's great. It's fantastic. Could you Tempest? Oh, you can. All right then. If only season 3 boars grew that much defense, I know, right? Nice. All right. Like his great grandfather Douglas MacArthur. Just shy of being able to hit, huh? A little unfortunate, but I will take it, I suppose.
Thank you.
Yeah, my goal is to have Hunter's Volley on both Cliff and Alm by that map, by New Evolve's Abode. We have that. I think we've got a pretty good chance of conquering New Evolve's Abode, because Hunter's Volley makes a huge difference there. It really does. Really does. Now, not having Rescue does suck. Not having Rescue for New Evolve's Abode is gonna suck. I will say that. That is like the biggest thing. Because the thing, the reason I was able to make it such a laughing stock was the fact that I had, you know, Rescue. I could just throw guys in like a really, you know, risky spot and just go like, oh, no, I'm just getting them out. I can't do that anymore. I can't do that this run. I don't have the luxury to do that, unfortunately. So I'll have to go and make more committal than I have been. Gotten since you met me? I think it's gotten. You can really hit. Like for example, that one illegals maxing thing, that was really funny. Your memes have definitely shown that you've gotten really on point with humor. Can we kill the witch? Yes, we can. And we shall. Oishi, what? Oishi, Nani, and Dwight. Wow, which of these is not like the other? Which of these is not like the other, man? Delicious what? And then just Dwight.
Stunning lady.
Really? Why? Okay, why do they do this? Where it's like, oh, you just killed one, time to go spawn in another one. Ugh, stupid. Uh-oh. That could be a problem. Okay. I get the feeling she won't move if I go and attack Sizer right now. But if she does, we could be in big trouble. I don't know. I do believe this map is kind of big, so it should work. Stop spawning witches. Yeah, it's one thing I really don't like about. Like I said, this is one of the biggest issues I have with Shadows of Valentia. They spawn reinforcement armies way too much. There should at least be some way to control it. Maybe like you go in a certain spot and it spawns them in. Maybe there's like, maybe for example, if you go to like, if you're just keeping on a path directly to where you need to go, it shouldn't spawn reinforcements. If you go get like go to like a side area, or you go head back like backwards of where you were, to go and like promote someone, it should maybe spawn then. But if I'm just going straight down my path, they shouldn't spawn. This is no, it's not base design. No, it's not. No, it's not. And they should be more consistent in how they move. Either they should always move, or it should never move. You are meant to rush them. Well, yeah, but like not everyone's gonna play that way, which is what's stupid. It's like sometimes I want to promote my guys. Sometimes I might want to go and forge a bow or something. Which is why I don't like it. No other game does this. I know a lot of other games just don't have world maps. I know that. Well, like Sacred Stones doesn't do this. Sacred Stones doesn't do this. This doesn't just stop you from going back and forth at no cost. I feel like there could be a better way to do that. This is war, not your gay little adventure. Okay, but there's other ways to do that. There's other ways to do that. There's other ways to do that. Sacred Snores. Hey, at least does that properly. I don't think there's many things the game does well, but I do think it not going and ambushing you for trying to go backtrack and do something. Well, if anything, though, it kind of incentivizes it, though, because if, say, you do need EXP, you're just going to keep going and, you know, screwing around until you fight enough of these armies. So, like, I just don't think it does the trick. They could instead put, like, a date limit where you need to go and hit, you know, you need to go conquer this objective by this time. I think that'd be better. I think that'd be better, honestly. Saying, like, okay, by the, you know, like, right now I'm on the 52nd of Wormstim. Like, maybe they could make some sort of, like, date, like, oh, if we don't go and conquer this by this date, you know, we're in trouble. Like, they will retaliate with, you know, is it a war to be, why is the enemy attacking me? I mean, yeah, but, like, at the same time, I just feel like they could do it better. You just want Persona. I mean, the way they do this just is not practical at all. And the thing is that the problem is that they'll also just wait. There'll be times where you're waiting on the enemy to move, and they'll take like freaking 10 turns. Other times they'll just go and rush you. Okay, ain't that sadistic. I feel like that would actually be better, though. You're doing a whole chapter? Well, yeah, but I mean that in certain parts. Like, for different chunks, like maybe per act you have to go and achieve this by this point. And then after that act, you have to go and achieve this by another thing. By another date. If that makes sense. Like, Act 1 has its deadline, Act 2 has its own deadline, Act 3 has its deadline, Act 4 has its if that makes sense. Just rush them. Okay, well, what if I need to get items and stuff like that? What if my guys need to promote? You can't promote them everywhere. I don't like going and wasting levels on guys that haven't promoted. I don't like that. And the thing is, the promotion system actively discourages you getting extra levels because those extra levels are usually just wasted. So Persona, I guess to an extent, sort of like it, but it works better than how it does in 3. In 3 Houses, the way that the calendar system works doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. The way that 3 Houses does it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I think if you just said, okay, look at the top right, you have to go conquer this by this date. Because the problem is in 3 Houses, you don't need, you chose to do it. Okay, but like, what if that's what what if for my strategy it requires me to have that? Well, yeah, but there's usually a lot of maps between, you know, promotion spots. Like, look, the Sylvain Shrine was the last one. way over here. And you know what the last one was before the Sylvain Shrine? All the way back here in Act 1. Way back here. And you know what the next one is? Up here. Sure, should also account for additional enemy encounters. I don't know, I guess I just have the hot take apparently, even though it shouldn't be a hot take. It should just be a completely normal take. Or just let the player promote whenever. Like most other games, they'll just let you promote whenever you need to. I don't know, like this just feels like jank. This doesn't feel like actual, you know, good design. Even if it's realistic, okay, when you're making a game, you gotta decide at what point does realistic need to go and curve a bit for actual gameplay being good. That's why I don't like Kaga's game design, because it's like, it's all realism, and it's never like, wait, okay, but does this actually make for good gameplay? Like, he just completely forgets about, okay, is this actually fun, though? I feel like that's something that he misses. Like, yeah, he gets the realism part, but he just kind of misses, he just completely misses the memo on that. He's like, oh, wait, I'm actually just trying to make this to be fun? Oh, I forgot. I'm just trying to make it realistic.
Where do these woods lead exactly?
I would agree with you if it was any other game than Gaiden. It's like I told Slim ages back about Norse controls. I don't want realism. I want to have fun. See, Gerudo King gets it. Like what you're saying, Camaro. Yeah, it's realistic. I'm not going to argue with you on that. But it feels like garbage. Like it doesn't make for... There's a reason no other game does this. There's a reason they never brought this back. Because they knew it was a stupid idea. And that guy plays on casual normal. But I do think he has the point on that. Like, if realism... If you're having to choose between realism and fun, and the realism is actively making it less fun, then there's a problem, I think. Like I said, when you're making a game... You have to. It's a balancing act. That implies he plays. Yeah, I guess he doesn't even play anymore. It's gonna be an argument against his points. Well, like I said, I agree with him to that extent, but I don't agree on what he counts as fun, if that makes any sense. Like, what he counts as fun is pretty boring. What he counts as fun is usually pretty boring. If playing Among Us and Fall Guys is what he considers fun, then yeah, no. His ideas of fun is not fun. The enemy dares to strike back. I mean, I think they could do it in a better way. Because, like, look, no other fighting game does it because they know it doesn't work. It doesn't work like this. It doesn't work. At least the way they have to do it doesn't work. The dude gets off on being a contrarian. He probably does. Probably does. Like I said, the problem is that the AI, you can't predict how the AI is going to move. If they always moved, or there was some sort of pattern to bait them out, that'd be one thing. The problem is they can just like wait for 10 turns and finally move and then just go and attack you. That's what I don't... If their AI was consistent, if there was a way to, bait them out that didn't involve the just sparing the wait button, then I would say, okay, fair enough. Like, that's not too bad. But the problem is their AI is unpredictable. Like, after this fight, they could attack me, or they could just, wait there and let me attack. I don't know. I don't realistically know. I suspect there's like a % chance of them moving, but that's dumb. because, like I don't know what, what the game's gonna roll. And the thing is, you also don't get a chance to position your guys at all when the fight starts. Well, no, they don't. They don't. I think maybe they're like on average they do, but like no, there's times where every time you move, they'll move too. There are times that happens. It's completely unpredictable. I think the wait button is I think they designed the wait button solely so that they could not at least be blamed on like forcing the player to go back and forth. But even so, it's a really janky solution. Like I said, either give the player a way to 100% of the time bait them out, always force them to move, or just don't do the stupid thing. Remember the move that killed Clay? It was. Yeah, no, it can get units killed pretty easily. It gets units killed really easily, and it feels incredibly cheap when it happens. Because this sort of death would only happen in this game. It wouldn't happen in any other sort of game.
Tafir Mountain, home to Nui Baba of the Duma faithful. Most would cross the Rigel Plains to the west to reach the Imperial Palace. So there's no need to take this route, should we wish for a safer passage.
I propose that we advance regardless.
Waiting does 100% of the time make them move eventually. Yeah, but you don't know how long it's going to be. It could be one turn, it could be like 20. I don't know, like, and the problem is, they could, in certain parts of the game, they could spawn out someone else as well. Like, if you're still doing with Alm and Silica's routes, they could also spawn out someone on Silica's route before the other one moves. Like, yeah, I guess in my case, it doesn't really matter too much. I only am worried about Alm right now. But, like, it's still an instance that just doesn't really work out 100% of the time. Yeah, that would be a better way to do it, Camaro. I actually agree with that. Like, if they're like a mounted class, they move more. Or if they're, like, they're less mounted. Or, okay, this is, I may regret saying this, but maybe witches could actually warp to like a certain spot on the map. I don't think they should be able to warp ambush you. But they could maybe warp to like a place like right next to you. I think that'd be a fair thing to do. Within reason. But, like, they could only warp. They couldn't move. Like, they couldn't warp and move. They could only warp. So they couldn't actually attack you. I think that would be okay. In fact, it would actually make witches less annoying to deal with, because you could just go, like, as soon as they warp to you, you just go and ambush them. Should warp ambush you? No. No.
Why is that, Lucas? I've heard grim reports of this Arcanist Nui Baba. She's of a kind with General Jerome, who controls the Rigel Plains. They're tyrants both, and their subjects suffer terribly under their yoke. But if a pack of good-hearted invaders such as us were to take them out, well, we might find ourselves with new support among the Rigelian masses.
Interesting.
This is usually not a...
The risk of losing men we can't afford to be without.
This is usually actually not a very good strategy. Militarily speaking, this is not usually a good strategy. You don't want to say, like, oh, if we just go and remove this guy, we will definitely be greeted, with allies. Like, that I've heard that is not a sound strategy. That is not usually a sound strategy. To be fair, though, they're not really joining our ranks. They're not joining our ranks. It's just that the idea is that you'd be slain as liberators. But I think, actually, I mean, like, it's kind of a naive way to think of it, honestly. I mean, to an extent, I suppose it does work some percentage of the time, but expecting that you will be seen as a liberator isn't really a great strategy. Warp on the world map. Well, I'm saying that they would be limited in the fact they wouldn't be able to actually ambush you. They could warp to a spot next to you, but they couldn't actually attack you, if that makes sense. They could warp 2 spaces from where they are and move once. Yeah, I suppose so. They could do something like that, yeah. As long as they can't warp ambush you, I think that'd be okay. That would be okay, I think. Because actually, to an extent, it's a little bit better than in vanilla, where you have to actually want to wait like 5 turns for them to get there. You want to just go kill them off before, you know, they cause much trouble. If you're being ruled by an evil sorceress, I don't think you're gonna hate the guys who killed her. Well, yeah, but the thing is, you don't necessarily know how they actually... This is just kind of our own projection of like, okay, well, this is a terrible person, so we're gonna go kill this terrible person. But it's like, what if the Regalians like her? They describe her as a tyrant, but to Zophians, yeah, she probably would be seen as a tyrant. But the thing is, how do we know that the Regalians see her the same way? Do we know what Regalians actually think of her? Do we know what Regalians think of that one general guy? I don't think we do. Like, actual Regalians fighting, or just like average Regalians, do we know what they think of them? I mean, yeah, it works out in the story, but like, I mean, like, look at what we're trying to do right now in Iran. Like, we're trying to say like, oh, we'll just go. I mean, we literally said like, oh, we're just gonna overthrow the Ayatollah and everyone's gonna rise up. That's not what happened, because we assumed that the people wanted him gone, and that's not actually the case. They didn't want him gone. If anything, they actually see him as a martyr. So like, it kind of did the opposite. See a high-ranking member of their state religion. Yeah, that's the way I'm saying. It's like, if anything, the Regalians would not like that. The Regalians would not exactly take kindly to seeing some high-ranking religious authority just being, you know, killed by the enemy. If an evil sorceress rules you and you're still alive, you might be of her liking. That's probably true. He did say she terrorized their subjects, or at least I thought he said that. But like I said, this is also kind of like what the Zophians are saying to justify their actions. They're saying, oh, well, it's okay, she's a terrible woman anyway. Like, she's a horrible person. You don't go and say, oh, look at this noble person, let's go kill them. You don't say, oh, wow, this person's a really great leader, loved by a population, let's go, you know, kill them. You'd be okay with a Jew being in charge if you were still alive? I'm confused how it works. Milla's an L Dragon and Duma is true.
So I'm not insisting we do this. I only offer the suggestion.
I'll think on it, Lucas. Thank you.
Because typically, it doesn't matter like who you're invading. It doesn't matter like who's invading who. Usually when someone's country is being invaded, they're going to have the strongest sort of like defend your homeland sort of instinct. They're probably not going to join you. They're probably not. Perhaps they're like a minority or something, like some sort of like group that, you know, very much does not like the current status quo. They might, but like the average Regalian would not have any reason to want to side with the Zophians. Okay, so we got some witches here. So, I forgot there actually are more than one Dread Fighter here, which is kind of scary. That is kind of scary. I know we do have killer bows, but we do not have Hunter's Volley. So that's not good. Now, fortunately, Sizor does not do too much damage to Lucas or Forsyth. So Lucas and Forsyth can take care of him, but they're not going to have very good accuracy, and they're not going to do very well against him. Okay. So yeah, I think we're just going to open up with Cliff. I mean, you know, what is there to be surprised by? Like, of course I'm going to open up with Cliff. Like, Cliff is kind of our main guy right now.
Just say the word.
Cliff is kind of our top guy at the moment. You do get dough by the witch. That's not very good, but we do want her to get out of the forest. And you have what? Thunder or fire? That's not very good, is it? Actually, no. That would force her out of the forest, and she can just go straight to him. So that's actually good. We want that. This is what we want.
All right, let's go.
Easy pickings.
Okay.
Stand back.
Well, let's go
Nothing
here.
will stop me.
Okay. That's fine if she gets crit. Not that she would. Ah, he faces crit, that's not good. But he's the one who actually does the crit.
Hey! Who do you think I am?
They're in a very warp-happy mood. Game, you better not. They both warp. That is something. You usually don't see two witches warp to the same target. That almost never happens. That's kind of scary. I thought usually they don't go for the same target. Now, I've never seen them go and stack and get a kill against the same target, but that is kind of scary when they do stuff like that where you don't expect them to do. Next time. You really want Faye to die, don't you?
This to me.
You really want Faye to die. Okay. Warp City, apparently. But hey, we're gonna shut them down, so.
Come at me, fools!
See, we're in the size map, we are. Yeah, we should probably swap out that lightning sword at this point, because witches do not take any damage from it.
Allow me.
They just don't. Ooh, yeah, I don't like that. Do not like that. Do not like that. We'll tear us a new one. With my plan, he shouldn't. So, the question is, will my plan actually work? Yeah, that's the question. So, I think the biggest threat right now... Well, this guy's getting really close to us. We do want to try to get Lucas into position. We do want to try to position Lucas, but... I think for now, we should try to go and target this guy. Because we really do want to kill the Merc. The Merc's gotta go. Yeah, let's just go for trying to wipe out the Merc. Because the witches can be nasty, the Merc is almost always nasty. The thing is, witches, if they decide to be stupid, aren't really that bad. But Mercs can't really not suck, if that makes sense. Mercs just kind of always suck, you know? They just always kind of suck. I don't know why. We need to heal Faye, don't we? We need to heal Faye. Actually, wait, can Faye just go kill the witch?
Alright.
She was a little stronger, maybe. Thunderclap, perhaps? So I do need to heal Faye. I have to. Because if the witches decide to target her again, she's dead. And I don't think they would, but it's not exactly something I want to test at this moment.
Okay, I'm ready.
In theory, she could just go kill. Oh yeah, no, she does perfect right here. Okay. You could probably kill the witch. Could always warp and finish the job if you don't heal. I don't think they do. I think they have a lot of limitations on their AI moss. I think they do. And now, again, I'm not saying for certain that they do, but I have not seen a witch just get a finishing blow. Granted, I've tried to avoid that, but from what I understand, they are kind of limited in what they can do. Hey, Inkling. Because I haven't seen many instances where witches actually kill units. Yeah, they could land a crit like a kill. But I think that if they deliberately calculate a kill, or like they deliberately see a kill they could easily get, they don't. Aren't there more witches? There are. There's 2 more witches. But like I said, I think witches have AI that actually avoids getting kills. Like I said, they do usually have crit on things, so they could get a low % crit, but I don't think they actually actively go for a, like, let's say, for example, remember whenever Faye was still at low health, which AI is a mystery for the ages. Apparently people have lost use. Well, I mean, I lost Clive just run to a witch, but that was also on player phase. That was because I tried to attack with Clive and he failed and she crit him in return. Or, I don't know if she crit, but he missed and she just killed him. But I'm saying is, like, on any phase, I don't believe they'll actually go out and seek a kill, even if they see one. I don't believe they actually go for it. I don't think they do. Because I've never lost a witch. I've never lost to a witch on enemy phase. It's never happened. Like I said, it could in theory happen for like a crit, but I don't think they would. I don't think they naturally do that. Channels inner Kameru? What do you mean? Soften your units up and rely on crits. I guess I don't think they're supposed to crit you. I don't think they're intended to do that, but like it's kind of like a unfortunate byproduct of them having like a billion skill for some reason. I think they're not supposed to kill the player. I think they're supposed to scare them, you know, jump scare them, and maybe set up for another enemy to kill, but they themselves are not supposed to kill you, I don't think. Spankish? Not Spanish, Spankish. Try this. That's why I'm not as scared of witches, because like I used to be a lot more scared of witches, but then I started to realize something about them just doesn't add up, because they're very, very, very reluctant to actually attack the player. I'm not. I wish someone data mined and could see like, okay, so this is what the witch's AI is. Like for example, if you look in like FE Builder for the GBA games, you can see what the AI is. You can see like, oh, this guy has the AI to avoid enemies or something like that, or has the AI to, you know, once he gets below this percentage of health, he will go into heal AI. We don't, as far as I know, no one has data mined which AI. I would assume the reason why they act so erratic is because they actually have a lot of limitations on them. That's my theory. My theory is that the reason why witches act so weird is because they actually have a lot of things limiting what they can actually do. Because there's a lot of times where you'll see like a witch and you think, why did the witch not go for this? And I think it's because they couldn't do it. For example, on the Sonia map, there's like 8 witches on the map. And they can all teleport. Yet only like 1 or 2 of them do. Like I went on for several turns and only like 1 or 2 of them ever warped. It's really weird. And so I think the reason for that is not just like, oh, you just got really lucky. I think generally there's some sort of, you know, like some sort of cap on the amount of witches that can warp per map or something. I think there's something like that. I don't know exactly, but I think there's some sort of limiting factor. Okay, this is fine. It's annoying, but it's fine. Ah, that's just great. Okay, so that witch doesn't want to warp. That's okay. Ooh, here's the guy. I don't want to deal with him. Yeah, this guy's nasty. Ugh. No thanks. No thanks. I do not want that. No, thank you. I would have liked to get rid of the witches before I had to expose my armors, but
I'll get this done.
we'll do what we need to. And nothing seems to work. That's just great. Alright, you're up. You just need to land like 1 or 2 hits. 1 crit. Okay, there we go. Vision your crits. Get out of here. Dumb woman. Okay, so yeah, I would have liked to get rid of the other witch, because I know that witch is planning something, and I probably won't like it, but I don't really have a solution for that. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go heal up Alm. like I said, the main thing that can ruin my strategy right now is if that one witch decides to warp in and it's going to attack Lucas. I don't believe the witch actually kills Lucas because he has enough HP that it wouldn't kill me. Yeah, she's like 19 damage to him, and he obviously has more health. Yeah, he would survive, but if she gets a crit on him, then that's kind of Jover. He has 7 speed. That might be enough. Yeah, she actually cannot double him. So as long as he just avoids getting 1 crit, he's good to go. How's the map going? It should be fine as long as that witch doesn't go and warp on Lucas. That's the only thing we need. We just need to not warp on Lucas. That's all I'm asking. All I'm asking is no warp on Lucas. That's literally it. Just don't warp on Lucas and we're good. In fact, we can maybe bait the guy out to go after, like, I don't know, Matilda. Might be a better idea. Because they like to go for, like, strays. They like to go for, like, guys that can hit, that are not near the pack. So, you could use it sort of as, like, a kiting method. Banking on a witch moment, I kind of am. Well, just hopefully not one that results in Lucas getting hit. Actually, his hit rate is not too bad. Just, I wish he did more damage. Okay, she does not want to attack. Ugh. I hate this witch, man. Why does this witch not just want to die? Just putting the extra... yeah, we need to try to get rid of these. This is nasty. This is nasty. This is nasty. This is nasty. How do you do against this guy? I mean, you do survive, but I don't really want to deal with it. Let's see, how much does he do? So even 2 crits would not kill Cliff. Like, that's nice. It's nice, but I just don't want to deal with it, you know? If that makes any sense. Just because I can deal with it doesn't mean I want to. Alm doesn't exactly cook here. Not exactly. So actually, this guy is scarier than Sizor. In terms of base attack, I believe Sizor has more skill, but he's actually not as... Yeah. The problem is the witch could just go in just for, like, you know, just to screw me over. The witch could do that. I don't think the witch will do that, but it could. Going for Sagittarius might not be a terrible idea. Remember, this guy does still only have 1 range, so as long as we can just block with someone who's sturdy, then we're fine. We could go for Excalibur, although Excalibur is kind of risky, isn't it? Well, yeah, because it sounds like you're saying she is a white. Doesn't even sound like saying she's a white one, just she is a white. Which I could see why people would not like. I could see why people wouldn't be too keen on that. Totally not Sizo, you know. Totally not Sizo, guys. Totally not Sizo. Maybe we could get a crit? Not quite. But hey, at least we have good hit on him. So... that does nothing. If we want to do more than nothing, we'll need to actually... Because the thing is, his tomes aren't very strong. That's his issue. His tomes are just not very strong. Okay, how do you do? You have a chance of getting double crit. We don't really want that. Don't really like that. Yeah, that's not very good, is it? She doesn't face crit, though. I will give her that. She does not face crit, which is very interesting. That is very interesting. I do like that. He could get a crit. He could. He didn't, but that's okay. Alright, see ya, Gruder King. Okay, so. Your attack was Tempest Lance, and we kill this guy. How much does it cost us? 5 HP, okay. Is it worth it? I would say so. Now, the witch could screw us over. The witch could screw us over. But I think if it means killing this guy, it might be worth it. Although we could also just kill him with Alm, perhaps. If we can avoid, you know, other issues, then I'd try it. But we just don't want to get the krill. The krill? We don't want to get the krill, guys. We don't want to get the krill. Zev? It's talking about Zev, man. I think it's talking about Zev. She takes, what, 4 times 2 from the other guy? So she should survive. But let's just throw you in here, because you're fine. So are you. You know what? Lucas, just go for the kill, man. There we go. He's gone. At least we know he's not a whale. Yeah. Yeah, you do. Congratulations. He's got... Okay, he's got decent luck. Okay. But I don't really want to deal with that either way. The good thing is just that Claire can actually take hits. I mean, she doesn't take them amazingly well, but the fact that she doesn't face crit is really good. Because if she doesn't face crit, then that's actually really nice. I don't know what a Yagua is, or a Yahua, or whatever. I don't know what that is. This is fine.
My name is Zizor, and I'm afraid your path ends here. While I bear you no grudge, my master's orders are absolute.
I think even if the witch warps onto her, we're fine. And it won't. What a stupid spot. I'm gonna go in the forest. I'm a piece of garbage. Okay, this is a problem. This is a problem that needs solving. We're probably gonna need all the help we can get here. Like, we're gonna need, like, all the help we can get here. That's pretty good. That's actually pretty accurate. I do like that. Much as I would like to kill the witch, I don't know how we're gonna do that. We're probably not killing all 3 of these guys unless we get really lucky this turn. I think we're just gonna go for the killer bow. Hope for a crit, maybe. I mean, even a crit wouldn't kill, but it'd at least get him down quite a bit. We'll at least hit him. We'll at least hit him. I think, 15 damage. If we can get him down to 15, we can pretty much guaranteed kill him. That's the thing. If I can just get him down to like 15, or further down, then we're in good shape. Like if I can hit this, we're in really good shape. I thought he was actually gonna dodge that, so that's really nice. Alright, so we got that. So the next order of business is we need to heal you. Yegua. That does not sound Spanish at all. That sounds like some sort of like Southeast Asian language. Yegua does not sound Spanish at all.
My gratitude. Nothing will stop me.
Alright. Take Sizor out. I believe in the 94%. And you should too.
You forced my hand.
There we go.
No. I can serve you no longer. Forgive me, Emperor Rudolph.
I will say, Claire is really good against bosses. She is really good against bosses because she has like that sort of accurate but strong, you know, finisher, and that's really good. Okay. I would say the next order of business might be to take you out. I don't know. If I can get her, if I could hit both of these, even if they're not crits, if I can hit both of those, then she's down to 1 health and she's effectively taken out of this. She's effectively just rendered useless. That's what I would like to see, but I don't think it's gonna happen. This guy is probably the one to go for, but the issue is that killing him is gonna be a little harder. We're gonna need to get luckier. Yeah, no, we just need to get like a lucky roll or two with this witch. She's pretty frail. Okay, there we go. Goodbye, witch. You're gone. Don't come back.
Full marks.
Even though you accomplished nothing this entire map. Defense.
Maybe I'm a man
He is speed screwed, but he is getting a lot of defense. I cannot complain.
with talent.
Okay. So. Alright. It's not too bad. We might be able to finish this guy off, actually. We might be able to. I could see it. It's very feasible right now. I think it's very feasible. Yeah, because there's not much he can really hit. We can go and hide in this forest, so even if this misses, then we're not really in trouble. And I guess it did. Okay. Yeah, we shouldn't be in trouble here, because he can dull me, but he's not going to hit me. Okay. See you later. I was kind of hoping to give, what's her face the kill? Echo's moment. You know what? I'll take it. We still managed to kill those guys all in one turn, which was kind of impressive. I was not expecting that.
So, have you made up your mind as to where we're headed?
Yes, I think so.
Huh? What is it,
This is going to sound crazy, but I thought I heard Celica.
Celica? The priestess girl from the castle? I'm sorry to say, I heard nothing.
I need you,
It is her. Where are you, Celica?
What's... wait!
Celica! Where are you, Celica?
I'm so glad you've come.
Celica? What is this? An illusion?
Yes. I'm being held prisoner in Nui Baba's abode.
You know,
What?
this doesn't make a whole lot of sense after beating... Like, I think you're supposed to not have beaten Celica's route by this point, because this doesn't really make much sense. Why would she be held in Nui Baba's... I suppose it could make sense, like, she's offered to Duma, so Duma puts her in Nui Baba's abode. That doesn't make much sense, though. I need you, Om. I'm incompetent.
Help me, I have faith. I know you'll come. I'm waiting for you. I've always been waiting.
Yeah, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It's
Wait!
story-wise, it's not really supposed to happen at this point.
Was that really her?
I think maybe they could have made it so, like, if you clear Celica's route, maybe it just cutscene just doesn't show up. But then again, I think that's the thing. They need a reason to make you go to Nui Baba's abode. Maybe they should have made it so that you can't go here until afterwards. I don't know. Until... or maybe... Okay, maybe, like, they could have blocked off Celica's route partially until you clear this map. Maybe they could have done that, but... Or at least made it so you can't take on Duma's tower. I don't know. I know this is an illusion, but, like... The thing is, he already knows that she's not there. That's the thing, he doesn't know where she is, but... Obviously, he knows she's at least in the Sage's Hamlet, if not somewhere else near there. It makes no sense for her to be in Nui Baba's abode, given that information.
You slipped my grasp at the border, but now you run straight to my snare. Despite the bungling of that useless Berkut. No matter. All will be mine soon enough. I'll not let the likes of Jeddah claim a bearer of the brand. The power of such a soul could grant me life eternal.
Where is the player choice to skip this segment? What do you mean? Well, I mean, they can't skip the segment, like... Oh, you mean they can skip the conversation? I mean, I guess they could, but... Really? Like, you need... Ugh, so stupid. Would like to do this map, but... These dumb witches are getting my way. To just go left. I guess you could. Oh yeah, I forget you can go left, but no one actually does that. I don't think anyone actually does that. See, look, they're taking like 8 million turns to move. Finally. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to do. How do you get 400 turns in an act? Because of this crap. You see this? This is why. This is like, on one hand you're saying like, oh, it's a genius design. On the other one you're like, well, why are you taking so long? Because this stuff just makes you stall. Like, it's counterproductive to what the game wants you to do. It just forces you to stall. It's stupid. How many witches we got? 4 witches, so about the same as last time, okay.
Just say the word.
Just rush her. I don't really want to fight the map with like twice its normal strength. It's not really what I want to do.
Allow me.
Also, if I rush her, there is the chance that they could attack me like right afterwards before I get a chance to prepare.
All right, let's go.
That's also a possibility.
Salutations, Om.
Salutations, Claire.
Tell me, were you not mesmerized and bewitched by my fighting today?
I refuse because you'll remember in the last run, because doing that, you can just lose a unit because someone completely out of your control. Like, you guys don't get it. I can't really do this reliably. You lose either way.
Oh, riveted. How could I look away? You're like a Valkyrie descended. I know that I'll never trifle with the Queen of High Society.
Not if you value your life. And oh dear, a Valkyrie. Goodness.
I'm glad you enjoyed that.
Truth be told, I needed a good chuckle. May I tell you something? When you said you like me the way I am, that meant a great deal to me. Because I care for you too, and how we laugh together over the silliest things. I feel simply wonderful when we are together.
Wow. Thanks, Claire. That's very nice of you to say. You're kind of making me blush.
Okay.
Easy pickings.
Leave this to me.
Stand back. Stand aside.
Just leave it to me.
Alright. Who's gonna warp? You're gonna warp. Where are you gonna warp to? You're gonna go and attack her. The witch is freaking love attacking her. I don't know why. She's not even that vulnerable to them, so I'm not. I'm gonna dodge! Look at me, I can dodge! I'm annoying! Okay, bro, well, you don't need freaking that much. Haha, I crit you. You are not the one that crits, I am the one who crits. It'd be great if you crit this guy. I would love to see you crit this guy. Woman, whatever. Whatever it is, I don't care. Doesn't deserve anything. Oh, I thought you were a witch, whatever. Bro, imagine witches having Mire. 3 witches? I've never seen 3 witches warp at once. Okay, that's the game. You can stop now. You can stop now. You can stop, game. You can stop. You can stop. I think 2 should be a limit. 2 should be a limit for a turn. I think anything more than 2 per turn is kind of a bit much. Alright, this one needs to die. But desperately needs to die. Right, our Forest Witch Buster right here. Thought you dodged there for a sec, which was gonna be annoying. Okay. So, let's see. Get you out of here, that'd be great. Matilda is a pretty good mage killer, though, I will say. Having pretty good res and being, you know, very offensively inclined is really nice. Oh, that's... She's starting to get more defense. It's really good. I like to see it. I very much like to see it. Okay. Alright. Who needs a kill? If you could get a kill, that'd be great.
Don't worry about me.
Alright, if we get a crit, that'd be amazing. I feel like we're gonna miss. Yeah. We're gonna miss both. Yeah, unfortunately. Oh well, that's just how it goes sometimes, you know. Just how it goes sometimes. Can we do something to you? Something good? Yeah, let's give it a shot. Doesn't hurt to try. Never hurts to try. Oh dang. He is not happy. Bro is not happy. Oh. You know what? For some reason, the last 2 levels Luthier's gotten has actually been really good. Like, he's gotten speed. And he has the machine gun now. He has the base machine gun.
I wish I did that.
But, yeah. But you have frickin' Excalibur, so that's actually more efficient. Luthier really wants to... Not like I really have much of a choice. I mean, it's not like I have a sister. But yeah, Luthier really wants to cook. Luthier really wants to cook, and I'm not gonna go and, who am I to protest that? Who am I to protest that? I do see a potential issue if the witch decides to warp. If the witch decides to warp and we get miasma, that could be a problem. If they both attack him, that could be a problem. Otherwise, we're probably fine. Nah, actually, it doesn't take that much damage, so yeah, he's probably fine. He got our blessing. Who?
Who do you think I am?
Whose blessing? If you could, you should forge the Cindy Tome. I mean, it's not like you can forge tomes in this game, though. I can just go hit this guy for free. Okay. I'll take it. I can just get a free hit. Why not? I'm not gonna say no to a free hit. But I don't think she's coming back. But this guy doesn't do anything to me, does he? No, he doesn't. Oh well. More killer bow fodder. You will help me get Hunter's Volley whether you like it or not. You will give me Hunter's Volley.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay. What have we gotten? If we could get Matilda to promotion pretty soon, that'd be great. I know she is 1 level away, but you know. If you get Forge Tomes, you could rename Luthier's Excalibur to Sincalibur. But unfortunately, you cannot. You can't do that. Who are you going for? Alm? Well, okay. I think you just want to die, I guess. Yeah, no, you just have a death wish. And that's why we gave Alm the Res Fountain. Okay, can we get some speed? I would love some speed. Okay. Ask and you shall receive. Ask and you shall receive. Ask and you shall receive.
You should be ashamed. That was close.
Yeah, we need to really prioritize using those killer bows. Because we really want Hunter's Volley. We really do. We really want Hunter's Volley. We really do. It really could save our life.
Yeah, bye.
I don't know how close we are to getting it. I can't quite tell on the meter how close we are. I think we're close, but I don't think we're that close. If that makes any sense. I know for Alm, yeah, no, Alm is not that close. Cliff, I think, is. Because Cliff we use a lot more. Yeah, it's possible Alm might not have Hunter's Volley by Nuibawas, but we do want to really have it on Cliff, at the very least.
Did you think you had a chance?
How are you gonna do here? 18 minus 12. Ugh. Be kind of nasty. But I think you're fine as long as we heal you up.
Thank you. Not even close.
Okay. And we got that loser over there. Alright, let's go shoot him. Just a my asthma loser, who cares?
This is how it's done.
20 kills. Costs about 8 to It's by kills, I thought it was just by the amount of... I thought it was just by the amount of uses you use it for. But, I mean, I'm sure he's gonna get another kill pretty soon. Let's just try to guarantee this to him. Although Lucas could get a crit, which would be a little unfortunate. Hit and run. Not really good on an armor, but okay. There we go.
That was a fine victory.
But he might get it the next witch fest we deal with. Okay. See, the problem that I have with the witches is that I'll probably wait for this one to move, and it'll probably be another one that spawns in instead. Okay. Now there's gonna be one that spawns in here, watch. Oh, okay. I'll take that. But there's gonna be another one that spawns in right when I take this. I promise. I promise there will be. I promise you there will be. Okay, so... we're gonna go do this. I think it's just the same squad, right? I think it's just the same squad, I assume. I feel like there's less... No? I think they just copy and paste. I think they just copy and paste, which is kind of lame, but whatever. Yeah, because one of those guys has Meyer, and that's kind of annoying.
Just say the word.
I just don't want to be in range of too many guys. We could just go right here, right? Just go and attack. Maybe get a crit, you never know. Never know, man. That's not a crit, it's probably a miss. Yeah. That's unfortunate, but it's whatever. Won't be his downfall here. Let's hope not. Hope not. Let us hope not.
Allow me.
Oh, you can talk to... Oh,
Nothing will stop me.
they're gonna get married, I guess.
Gray.
What? You said to never speak to you again. So do I just walk away now or what?
I may have been out of line.
We'll get back in line
I
then.
just found out how close Alm and Celica are, and I was sorting through my emotions.
So I'm next down the list?
No, I merely wanted to apologize for taking out my frustrations on you. I did not mean what I said, or at least not in the manner I said it. Will you forgive me? Honestly, I enjoy these talks of ours. And not because of the sweet nothings you whisper, but because, as clumsy as you are, I know you would never hurt a fly. You are a kind man, Gray, and you deserve better than me.
Look, I know this may sound like I haven't learned a damn thing, but
Yes?
I'm more in love with you than ever. Okay? There, I said it.
What?
I don't even care if you rebuke me. Hell, that almost makes it worse. You're the lady I've fallen for. Your eyes are like whirlpools.
Good heavens! You really haven't learned anything. But I think you deserve a proper answer this time, and so I shall consider it.
Well, alright then.
Green Boy doesn't like me. Also, that's exactly how I read that as. When he brought up, oh, it's because Alm and Celica, I'm like, even though she denies, it's like, that sounds exactly what it is, though. It exactly sounds like that. That's exactly what it sounds like.
Stand aside.
Just leave it to
That is
me.
exactly how it comes off as.
Easy pickings.
Maybe it's not supposed to come off that way, but it really does sound that way.
Stand back.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't be a successful apology. Oh boy, here come the Warpers. They love her. They freaking love Faye. I don't know why. By the way, that terrain isn't helping you, buddy. It's really not. That terrain is not helping you. You attack a mage with that terrain, yeah. That's really doing you favors. Okay, I made a mistake with this one. Can we hit this time? Nope. How about this time? Okay. We hit one time. Be nice if we could hit more. Oh, don't be a jerk. Don't be like that, game. Don't frickin' do that. Okay, this switch is just suicidal. That's nice. Our lesbian Faye unexpected. Is it that unexpected though? I for some reason I get the feeling witches are probably homos. I don't know why. I just get the feeling they are. I just do. I don't know why. I just get the vibe from them. Okay, let's instead look. If your friend doesn't want to die, we can just go kill you instead. How's that? Okay, yeah, he's more than willing to die. He is more than willing to die.
Who do you think I am?
We'll die for the cliff train. Let's go. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Okay. What do we got here? We could try to kill the Olm. Actually, it's not too inaccurate. He's not too inaccurate. We could get the feeling they're lesbians because their two main spokesmen are Nuibo and Sunny. But Sunny's not even a witch, though. She's not even a witch. In fact, if anything, isn't she kind of against them? It's just that... Well, I guess she's kind of working with them on our join map. He gets everything but speed. Alright, well, I mean, it's still a pretty good level.
I've given you too little credit.
Cliffelberg? He's Jewish now? He's Jewish? Cliffelberg sounds pretty Jewish, not gonna lie. Bro hasn't read Sunny's ending. She takes over Fear Mountain. Oh yeah, I guess she does, doesn't she? Then, yeah, maybe she is, I don't know. Wait, I should have healed. I should have healed. Don't kill my man. Don't kill Cliffelberg.
Very amusing. Full marks.
I mean, I think the witches would both warp to him. I don't think they're gonna do that. Yeah, they're not gonna... A witch that... Okay, so they can actually warp and not go and attack someone. Okay, mark that one down for the books. I have never really seen that happen. But of course, you gotta warp into the forest, you know, it's just something you always gotta do. Cliffington better? I mean, I'm just surprised you keep making up all these names. Not much, really. We're just killing witches, you know? That's just what we do. Gonna dodge? I bet you're gonna dodge this one. Yep, called it. Okay, alright, Faye, you wanna go and attack? Seraphim, let's go. What are you thinking the witch? Why are you thinking the witch? But, if we have Hunter's Volley, then you know what to do. Just made up the names for comedic purpose. Alright. That eats up a lot of my HP though. But I suppose it helps. Now we can go heal. Heretic slaying is my favorite pastime. It is. It is my favorite pastime.
Yeah, thanks.
The witches must all die. They all must die. Okay. Okay? Alright. I don't think you're gonna enjoy this.
Fine. Now you hate me.
Alright, what's he gonna get? Speed and defense.
I definitely
You know,
feel
I
stronger.
don't know what it is with me getting just very defense blessed cliffs. I don't know. I know he's not as defense blessed as my last cliff. I don't think anyone's beating that one, but he's tanky enough to at first I read that as past bedtime. Like, what? Past bedtime? Past bedtime, Harden. Aries, I'm 26. I don't have bedtime. I don't know why I read it as past bedtime. The witches faithfully serve their patron Duma. Well, yeah, but to us, they're heretics, obviously. Please tell Duma to get better servants. Yeah, he should. Okay. So you're gonna go charge over here. Let's see if we can work on Alm getting another killer bow attack in order. Alright, let's go. The pin is interesting. I don't know if Sothis gets it. I don't know.
Thank you. Come at me, fools!
Mr. Killerbow here?
Should do it.
Alright.
Appreciate it.
She could use a level. I suppose. Alright, what we got here? Oh, she didn't crit, but okay. I'll take it. What level is she gonna get? Watch her get defense.
I feel the
Or
water's
not.
protection.
Or not! What she could really use is some speed. Wow, she's slow. She is freaking slow, man. Let's give you a rose sword kill. Get that brave lion. Actually, no. Let's not do that. Never mind. Whatever. Well, at least it looked cool. At least it looked cool, I suppose. Can't complain about that. Yeah, let's go give Luthio a heal.
You're too kind.
Oh, don't go in the forest, you loser. Don't go in the forest. No one likes you. You're fourth with Assassin Faye. Honestly, I'm not even surprised at this point. Not even surprised at this point. Can't even say I'm surprised. I cannot even say I'm surprised. I really can't. I can't. Oh yeah, Forza, he's the Boars of this game. He's the original, well actually, he's not the original Boars, but he is like the second closest to original boars, since Doga Tekken was the original boars.
That was a fine victory.
Alright, so that's finally taken care of. Watch another wedge spawn in right there. Frickin' told you, didn't I? Well, okay, so what we're gonna do next time, even though I don't like this witch, what we're gonna do is, first thing we do next stream is we're gonna go and attack, Fear Mountain. We're gonna strike Fear Mountain. We might take on Nui Baba's boat, I don't know. We probably will, but I'm not certain. What we will do, certainly, is take on Fear Mountain and the Fear Mountain Shrine. I think the Fear Mountain Shrine is where you get the Gradivis. So that's kind of cool. I think it is, anyway. It's embarrassing to be slower than a frickin' Baron. Oh, it is. It is. So I know we're ending a little bit early, but, like, I don't really see a way I can slice or dice this that's actually... like, I'm not beating this map within 30 minutes. Well, I mean, maybe I am, but I don't want to push it. If these dumb witches would start spawning every 3 seconds, then I certainly would have been able to take on this map earlier, when it was like 9:30, and I was kind of close to. You get it in Act 5? Really? I thought you get it in here. Huh. Oh, right. Okay, now I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, no. Okay, I know what you're talking about. The Duma Lance. Oh, okay, that's what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking the Duma Lance. Okay. Alright. Alright then. Overall ready? Well, I mean, like I said, Inkling, it's one of those really inconvenient spots where it's like, I want to take on another map, but I don't have the time for it. If this map was not as long... The problem is, I believe this is the map where they summon the witch that summons witches, and that's just... Last time I was able to warp Cliff up there, just go kill the boss. But that was a little dicey, and the thing is, I don't know if I would be able to do it this time, and it's risky. I don't have you gotta keep in mind, I do not have rescue, physics, stuff like that. Well, I do have physics, but I don't have rescue. So if something doesn't go well, I can't just go and, pull them out. I can't do that. But like I said, next stream I fully intend on taking out Marla and Nui Baba. Hopefully Nui Baba. If we get into the Nui Baba arc next stream, that'd be great. And then maybe like a stream, the next stream after that should just be like, getting Zeke and probably pushing all the way up to Rudolph, because these maps are pretty easy. These maps are really easy. These 3 maps right here, very easy maps. Very, very easy maps. So yeah, Act 4 should take like another 3 streams, I would assume. But yeah, once you get through Nui Baba, the rest of Act 4 is kind of a breeze. And honestly, probably my favorite part of Act 4. What's that someone's witch is a school teacher? Yeah, it's annoying, but I think if we can, like I said, if we can get through Nui Baba, I think we can win the run. The next genuinely hard thing for us, meme review. Yeah, we can do a meme review. Let's see here. Okay. Give me a sec. Alright, let's see what we got here. No, it's spreading misinformation on the net. Belt moment. Half parents chat be like, yes. And it's a chihuahua wearing a sombrero. Learning Spanish, and for some reason there's equations in the background. Don't worry about why are there equations in the background. I have no idea. Apparently, Spanish involves learning equations. All right, so yeah, let's see here. Like I said, we're gonna go save here, and the very first thing we'll do next stream is, like I said, we're gonna go tackle Fear Mountain. Hopefully this witch doesn't ambush us, but even if it does, it's a pretty big map, so I don't think we'll be in complete trouble if they do, but in theory, so the Fear Mountain Shrine, one, it's a shrine, so you can revive people, duh. But the thing is, just save twice just in case. The second thing is that it has a revival. I believe it has a revival fountain. I believe the Fear Mountain Shrine has a revival fountain. So that means that next stream we will get to see who gets revived. Assuming I don't lose anyone until I get to the fountain, what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably revive Python. I know you're probably thinking about, what about Jenny? And while this tempting to revive Jenny, I don't think we need Jenny. No, it doesn't. It doesn't have the fountain? It doesn't have the fountain? Does it not? I thought the fountain was in Fear Mountain. I thought it was in Fear Mountain. I swear I remember reviving someone around this point. The fountain is to the right of the... No, there's two fountains on Alms Route. There's two fountains on Alms Route. There's two fountains on Alms Route. There's two in Act 4. There's one in Fear Mountain, and there's another one that's hidden. You just got the second one. There's two. I think we've been over this before, where chat was like, "Wait, there's actually a second one." Yeah, there's two. Because I swear I revived someone around when we fought Noibala. I swear we did. There's two on Alms Route. There's one for Silica's route, and there's two for Alms Route. I don't recall speaking of another fountain. I swear there's two on Alms Route. I swear there's two on Alms Route. In total, you get 9 revives. True, Kaga's really spoiling you. I swear there's two. I swear there's two. I swear there are two. I am like 95% certain there is a second one. I just don't recall speaking of it here. Well, yeah, because that was before from when you were around. But I am almost certain there's a Fear Mountain Shrine Fountain and that hidden one you were talking about. Alright, see and clean. Like, seriously, go check. I'm fairly certain there is two. Now, I don't know why they decided to put two in Act 4. Why not just have one in Act 3? Maybe like early Act 3 and then have another one in mid-Act 4. I don't know what it is with fighting games loving to give like revives, but only really late in the game. At least Silica's Fountain is pretty early. Yeah, no, I think I'm fairly certain there was, because I do recall having, I think I had Claire revived around the New Bubba fight. Which, if there's only one and it's hidden, congratulations, Harden. I knew there was two. You're indeed correct. Question is, how did Mr. Guide not know this? How did Mr. Guide not know about this? I remember because I was under the impression... Nope, fake news. What do you mean, nope, fake news? There are 2 revival shrines in Alms Act 4. But why is Belt saying it's fake news? Like... Or is he just trying to play the misinformation thing again? Maybe he's trying to spread misinformation again, but it's not working. It's not working this time because 2 of us are fairly certain. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mario gets it. Look at it this way, Belt. If I'm right, Forsyth gets his buddy back. His buddy Clive? Clive? No, I'm talking about Python, obviously. See, who's all dead that I could actually revive? Silk? Ugh, no, I'm not reviving Silk. Clive. Python. And if Silk is right, I could revive Katria, Est, Jenny, Atlas, May, or Noma. I don't really want to revive any of those. Well, I mean, I do kind of do, but, like, if I have only one shot, then yeah, it's going to Python, I think. I think it's going to Python, because, like, Jenny's the only one I could maybe see, but I don't think I need Jenny for this. Revive Silk with a funny? No. She doesn't deserve it. If she wanted to deserve being revived, she should actually have been useful when she was alive, which she wasn't. Cantor to kill my unit for the 3rd time to break our record. It is tempting Rizu, but Pegasi are kind of crap in Alms Route. Honestly, if I could revive Delthea, I would. It's like the one unit I might revive over Python, if I could. Well, obviously I can't, but if I could, I would. The thing is, like, I could consider Atlas, but the thing is that, like, Atlas and Python were probably around the same strength when they died, so they're both snipers. They were both snipers, so, like, there wouldn't be much point in reviving Atlas over Python. Like, Python at least gets supports, Atlas won't. And the thing is, Atlas, well, if I revive a unit, I don't get their weapon, do I? They just start out with random. Pegasus are kind of crap hard after a string of praising. Claire is also kind of blessed, though. Claire is kind of blessed. Thanks, Claire, for making Pegasus look bad in Alms Route. Yeah. Ping you about it? Because the one issue I have with reviving my archers is the fact that I won't get a bow. And as far as I know, you don't necessarily get another bow in Alms Route. At least not for a while. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I don't think you get another bow. And I can't transfer a bow over, so that's kind of an issue. Now, if there's one in Fear Mountain or something, that'd be great. If there's one in Nui Ball as a boat, that'd be great. But if I can't get one before Nui Ball as a boat, then I'm not sure reviving Pythons are that useful. That's the thing, is, yeah. I will say, if I can't get that, if I can't get another bow, then it might be it may actually be better to revive Jenny. Or you know what? Maybe I'll even humor Rizu's wishes and actually revive Catra. But if I can get a bow, then I'm definitely gonna go for Python. Configure to the stream. Okay, yeah, sure, why not? But that's what I'm thinking. So I'm starting to realize, wait a minute, do I have another bow? I suppose I could just trade it around between Alm and Python, I suppose. I could do that. You know, I could. I could do that. So that way I could still get use out of Python. And Alm can still use the Royal Sword. You know, like I could still make it work. I'd prefer to have 3 killer bows, obviously, but, you know. I know I did have 3 killer bows on Alm's route, but I don't remember if I had to trade over a bow, because I know I didn't trade over anything from Silica to Alm. Which maybe I should have done, since I only had 1. I wasn't... Yeah, I think I probably had a spare bow that I just wasn't using. I probably, in retrospect, should have transferred it over, but I didn't think about that. I kind of forgot. So, I mean, I don't think it's the end of the world. You know, it's not... Like, we can make things work as is. We're doing fine. We had a second deathless stream in a row. That's nice. You did have a spare... Yeah, I probably did. Now I can't do anything about it. Oh well. It is what it is. Doesn't kill the run or anything. But yeah. Hopefully, this time next stream, we will be, like, over here or something again. But not from hiding from these women. So yeah, I think I'll end it off here. I guess I will see you guys on Monday. Boo, deathless. Go boo yourself. Go boo yourself. I think I've had enough deaths for a 1 run. I think I've had enough deaths for 1 run. Such a great mod. Toxic Rizu. See, in mainstream they say toxic mod. Here we say toxic... They say toxic streamer. We say toxic mod. Toxic mod, yeah. I don't know if there's actually any mod that wants me to win this run. I don't know if any mod actually wants me to win this run. I don't know if any of them want me to win this run, actually. I don't think any of my mods want me to win. I thought Belt did, but he was also saying boo, so he probably doesn't. I thought the Gaiden man wanted me to win, but I guess he doesn't. I guess the way he sees it is like he gets another season of Gaiden if I lose, so he's like, he wants me to lose. I was a toxic chatter the other day. Wait, did Manx call you toxic chatter or something? Why'd he call you that? Just he isn't on screen. You want him to be on the death? You want to be on the death counter? Are you sure? Be careful what you wish for. So you should lose. You want Jesse on the death counter? Is that what you want? Because we can arrange that if you want that. I got money on your family. Well, okay, fair enough. But Camaro doesn't, and Belt doesn't. Everyone who made fun of Belt's FE6 Ironmans. Borsless. Borsless. Well, well, well. There 3 wells. Yeah, you kind of joined at the tail end of stream. There haven't been any deaths. We're gonna take on Fear Mountain next time. And Noibaba, probably. We're kind of debating as to who to revive. Since I get one revive from Alm's Route, and I'm about to get that. Still feel the emotional wound. The Borsless one? But, yeah, I think, next turn will probably be a bit more eventful, since we'll actually be taking on, you know, the witch maps. We got through the Sizor and the Brickhoot map. I just stop by and say hi then. Fair enough. Always welcome. But, like I said, we will take on this area next time. And I'm debating as to who I should revive. So I get one revive on Alm's Route. There aren't any killer bows and Noibabas, but well, I didn't expect there to be any killer bows. I don't think this. If I'm just saying, are there any bows I can pick up? Because I can always forge a bow, but I don't know if there's any more bows in Alm's Route. If there aren't any before Noibaba's abode, then it's probably not worth it. I might revive Jenny in that case. I might. Invoke could be nice, as could Expel, but I don't know. You think we need any healers revived? If I'm reviving any healers, it's gonna be Jenny, not Silk. Because Silk freaking sucks. She's also like level 1. Also like a level 1 unpromoted unit. So, yeah, if I'm reviving a healer, I'm reviving Jenny. So I would have Jenny and Alm's Route, which would be kind of funny, but I might do it. I don't think we really need Jenny. We're gonna get Tatiana pretty soon anyway. You know, unless Noibaba ends up being a bloodbath, we probably don't need Jenny. Although I suppose we will have a second physic user, but again, we're about to get Tatiana, so I don't think we will need that. You can forge a bow, but you can't forge it. This was paid for and approved by the nation. Well, if we're doing Invoke, Silk has Dreadfighters. Yeah, but again, the problem is that her Invoke takes forever to get, and you also remember, again, she's level 1 and unpromoted. Do you really think that's worth training up at this point? I know her Invoke is good, but it takes forever to get, and she's dead. So, she got, like, no levels. But my prime choice would be to revive Python, because he's a sniper. And having another bow user is never a bad thing. But, like I said, I only have 2 bows. I have 2 killer bows, which is great, but the thing is, Alm won't be able to use it, which I guess is not a huge tragedy. Like, you can still use the Royal Sword, if nothing else. If nothing else, we could do that. I guess the main advantage to reviving Jenny is more so on the final map when you can go and Invoke spam. Because I don't really need Invoke on the Act 4 maps of Alm's Route. You don't really need it. They're not designed around it, and you just don't need it. I guess the idea is you could bait witches out with Invoke. You know, maybe, honestly, with Noibaba's abode, maybe that might actually work. Invoking on Noibaba's abode and just like baiting out enemies might not actually be a terrible idea. It might not. It might not be a bad idea. Just kind of distracting them, that could actually work. Remember, we can't rescue a warp, so having some other strategy might be the play. There's a blessed... Oh, there is? But can you make a blessed bow into a... Okay, what is the forge path for a blessed bow? What is the forge... What... Like, can I get to a steel or a silver bow from that? Or is it just, like, locked into blessed? If it's just locked into blessed, it's not too useful. Ironically, a blessed bow would be far better on Celica's route. vote for an A-ball. Although, what? Okay, how much does it cost to make into Parthia, though? How much are we talking? Like, what resources do I need to make into Parthia? I would like a killer bow, but you know what? I will take a Parthia. I will take a Parthia. I've never used a Parthia in Echo, so I don't know what it's like. I assume it's really strong. I would assume it is very strong. I've also never used the Mercurius in Echoes. Gold. Okay, how much gold? I figured it costs gold, but how much gold? I don't have infinite gold. You gotta remember, I have like 2 gold coins. If it costs like 6 gold coins, then that's a nope. If it costs 1 or 2, we can probably arrange that. We could maybe arrange it, but I don't know how much it costs. Because I don't know how much that costs, so. But I'll maybe think about that, but it's just like, if I don't have the resource for it, then it makes it a lot less tempting. If I do have the gold, though, I would love to try that out. About 3 to 4 gold marks? Ugh, I don't think that's doable. I don't think that's doable. That's a lot. That's more than I have. I have what? 2 gold marks and 148 silvers. I don't think that's gonna work. If I knew about this before I did all that forging, then maybe. But I don't think there's a way I can get more gold marks. Maybe I can get like 1 more. But I don't know if I'm gonna get. I don't know if I'm gonna get another 2. If it's possible to get another 2, then I might. But Jenny revived then? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I still need to think about it, but we'll see, maybe. But I will probably just end it off here, so I'll see you guys later.